Hear me? I need a little more volume. Blake?
I can hear you.
Oh, do we have to figure out the stupid thing?
Oh, no, we can figure it out right now.
Okay, hold on. Let me look this up live.
We are popped up there. What I need to do is pop this out.
Who's messing with my mic, though?
What are we figuring out? What stupid thing?
Corey's popping that out over there. Oh, here we are. Welcome to Revival Motoring Podcast. Episode whatever Daddy's not home. Oh my God, this thing. Yeah, thing's broken. Tim Connors, Sam Joey, what's going on? Happy New Year to Rick V Dub. Oh, there's me. Listen to me. All right, can you turn up number 4 maybe on that? It's the no, the other one. Yep, the number 4 knob, the knob, not the slider.
There we are.
Right where your hand is.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. That's definitely not me. Turn that back down. Maybe on number 3. Let's go. Oh, a little less. Whoa. Felt like Dylon. That's perfect. You're the best. What's up, everybody? That's not Josh at all.
Nope. Tim Connors, how's that new shirt of yours, buddy?
Oh, he's got a new shirt.
He got a new shirt?
What a guy. Brandon Smith, what's going on? We're here. Corey's playing with some stuff over there.
Wait a second, I'm working on in the chat. Apparently you can't pop it out from the actual stream.
Sam Joey, I'm glad your sleep schedule's been destroyed so you can hang out with us tonight. We've been, we've been putting a real good show together for you guys. Real good.
Early start, too.
Early start. Got that 7 p.m. exactly. What did I want to look at? Oh, I wanted to find out what's what. I think green is the theme music, so don't hit that, but hit the one. No, top left. I think it goes top left. I think it goes straight down the left side. But try 2, 3, and 4.
If you'd like to leave a callback number,
That's right.
press 2.
That's right. Hit it again. Yeah, okay, that's it. What are the other ones then?
I'm gonna come.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Who else in the level currency? I'm gonna give you the whole.
Do not come. Do not come.
It's perfect. Okay, we figured it out.
Right there.
This is not an ugly sweater.
There's Lock City Drift, baby.
This is a beautiful sweater.
It's a beautiful sweater.
Shout out to everybody at Lock City Drift.
LCD.
Those guys, I'll tell you what, those guys in marketing, unbelievable. The amount of swag they sell makes everybody in the industry jealous. I
That's
think
a
about
fact.
the swag, the amount of swag we don't sell. I'm thinking about you guys at the Dust Off just not selling any swag the whole time. And you go to Lock City Drift event, they're selling hats, they're selling koozies, they're selling everything. Those guys are geniuses. Those guys are marketing geniuses.
All right.
This shirt, I mean, come on, who thinks about
What
this?
do we got? All right. I need.
Hey,
D&D.
details by Doug.
I can't. Oh, I can
Hey,
hear
Carter,
it.
go on.
Okay.
Can you
I need
hear
a
it?
little more headphone.
All right, what are you, number
volume.
4?
Number 2.
Number 2. Give number 2 a little more.
Little scotch. There we are.
Oh, there
we
it
go.
is.
That was good. That was good.
That's beautiful.
Last thing we need to do is smash that big recording button. Make
Yeah.
sure we don't forget
Oh,
that.
how about the backup recorder?
Backup recorder.
Hit the big green record. That's fine. The backup recorder is the other thing right there. Corey's going to have to set it up because he doesn't trust you. Blake's running the board today.
Running the board.
I don't even know how to instruct him to turn it on.
That's the special guest. I don't think we've ever had anybody run the board. Besides Stairs, who is podcast stepdaddy.
When you're the first call after the 11 other people couldn't do it.
Yeah. You really got to step up the plate.
Yep.
Calling up to the big leagues tonight, you know? What an incredible production we have here.
If you wanted to see production, you should have seen, because I told the kids we were going to make pizza tonight.
Yeah.
So when you gave me the call, I'm like, oh, well.
Why didn't you tell the kids you're going to make pizza? I called you at like 8 o'clock in the morning.
No, because we were supposed to make it yesterday, but the dough was still frozen.
Oh, I hate that.
So we were going to make it tonight. I was throwing flour on the table. I'm fucking rolling it. I'm like, come on. It was like 4:45. We had Tallulah's for lunch, so we were all so full.
Oh.
And I'm like, let's go. We're having pizza early tonight.
Yeah.
So we made the pizza.
At Revival Motoring. Josh. Yeah, I got it. I remembered.
Oh, look at that. Josh is in the chat.
Well, we have a collection of devices here that are used to run the podcast that all have weird power switches. This
Yeah.
thing is like a slide that you have to like press down and hold. We got this little. Well, I don't even know what it is over there. There's no power button on it. You just have to screw
Oh, just
in
screw
the power
in, yeah. And if you're watching live, you can see that Josh has locked all of our expensive electronics in a toolbox and not left us the key. So we do have our original
Yeah.
Canon camera
Which I think actually we're looking pretty well.
And
on.
I'm not going to lie to you. If Daddy's looking at this, we locked the angle. This is the best podcast angle we've ever had.
How we looking, Revival Motoring?
Yeah, how we
in the
looking
chat?
over there?
Let's see. I think
DJ gets it. No supervision. We're going all in.
Good to go.
Balls deep over here at Revival Motoring. Yeah, I'm 100% about this angle. I'm looking at the little screen, which, granted, is very small, but it looks good from here.
I just looked at it on my little screen as well.
How's it looking?
This little screen.
Oh, right. I got this screen in front of me, don't I? They put eyes on this. It's magic, dude. Look at all the stuff.
Get everything around.
Look at all the stuff around here.
You picked the color. What do we got? We're going with pink,
Yeah, like a purpley pink.
a purpley pink.
Mm.
All right. Oh, and that's the other thing I have to do.
Chuck, do you still have the flippity floppy phone? The fiance wants ones. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm a solid month into this thing, and the screen protector is just starting to peel on the fold. So that's better than the last one. I like it. It's like living in the future. But to be honest, I also have a Pixel 7, which is the newest Google phone, because that's how confident I am this is going to break.
It's not too bad.
Lens Media, Andy Lens in the building.
Here we are.
Good to see you out there.
Listen, this came together quite well.
Yeah. Holla at us if you like the angle. We get that
Quite well.
MySpace angle going on.
Also, drop your questions in the chat. I'm going to record them down in here, and we can use them for later.
Yeah, and I got some
You got
questions
some?
in mind. I got some nice questions
Some
in
hard-hitting
my
ones?
Instagrams.
Oh, we also have to remind everyone, we will, when we do the B for B, that next week we'll be doing the drawing for the new giveaway winner.
Ooh, new giveaway winner, which means we will ship the old giveaway winner stuff
That is true.
as soon as we do the drawing for the new one. We definitely don't like having that overhead out there. So.
No, you don't want to be hanging on to stuff that needs to be shipped out.
No, absolutely not.
That's
Hey,
what
you know
I've.
what's
That's
funny
what
is,
I've heard that.
Nick Gar, yeah, there's a
I'm
lot.
still
in fact,
afraid to
there's
wear
a
my
lot that goes
Tussle
into
shirt
this.
anywhere.
Yeah,
There is a lot. There's a lot.
there's a lot that goes into this.
My favorite thing that people are the most shocked at is what the room looks like behind there. People just can't get it through their heads. It's unbelievable. One day we'll turn the camera around when Daddy's not home.
Just get one shooting that way.
Yeah, just looking at the camera. Look at us. I like high cam.
I'm a big fan of high cam.
No one in the chat has commented at all about it, even though I've elicited a response 2 times. So I'm guessing they're not in a high cam. But I'm
But
into it.
someone saw your ugly, non-ugly sweater, so the angle is working.
Block
for you.
City.
Come on.
That was nice. When you pick that bad Larry up? A
It's-
green crew neck is a fit. That's,
Dude,
it's
I
a
saw
vibe.
it as soon as Image Print House posted on their thing, and I was like, oh boy, I gotta get the Lock City immediately.
What do I need to buy?
Get one of these. And then I got it in my mail. I got back from Utah, and I pulled out a mail. I was like, oh man, mail from Lock City. And I was like, man, those guys fucking love me. Hit me up with that free swag. And I opened
free
it
at
up, I was
all.
like, wait a minute, I paid for this. This is, God damn it.
Yeah.
But they are the masters of swag for sure.
Oh, fuck you.
Angle solid. There we go. Details by Doug. He's the best. What are your New Year's car goals? Well, DJ, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Corey, are you recording that? How are you going to record it?
I type. I have fingers.
You should get copy paste.
I don't have that chat. I can pop it on. I don't never even open the chat on mine.
That's
Why
smart.
don't I contribute here and I'll just jot them down?
You're going to jot them down?
You want to handwrite them? Have at it.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Is that a moleskin?
Make sure you get the contributor's
Fire hose.
name. Is that a Lufthouse?
No, this is a recycled firefighter.
Hey, what's up, Gus? My dad
There
in the
he
chat. There he is. I did give him fair warning. I was like, listen, I don't know if we're going to be able to go live tonight. We're trying to figure out the camera.
But we figured it out, man.
We certainly did.
I was ready to pick a lock. I almost had to go get my lock picking shit.
What's that? A screwdriver and a hammer?
No, dude.
No, he has a legitimate lock. picking.
When I used to, this is a pre-show. When I used to run not legitimate venues in Providence, we had a warehouse space I threw parties in. If anybody in the chat, nobody's going to remember this, but it was on Allen's Ave.
Hey, man, I do.
And we would throw parties in there, and the other tenants were crazy people, and they put a lock on the common bathroom. So I learned how to pick locks, and I would get there early, pick the lock on the bathroom, unscrew their thing, and put a pop lock on it for people. And then when I leave, I put it back on and lock it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was the best.
I somehow have been logged out of my Gmail account and
Sigh, loving the sweater, man. Thanks, buddy.
have unsuccessfully been able to log back in.
Yeah, you see the logo on the table. Thank you, Tim.
Yeah, there's a whole logo here.
Yeah.
Usually you just see the word revival, but it says
We might-
revival. You get the skull.
At the bottom, it has my real last name.
Motoring underneath it.
Yeah, no, this is a very nice studio that was built for us by our friends at Mystic.
Yeah, Mystic Scenic Studios getting it done.
Really, I mean this
It's
this
a
this
toss-up
studio is
between
well beyond what we deserve.
us and ESPN. So
Logo looks pretty tight. Thank you.
yeah, high cam is great. Well, I'm a big fan of high cam.
Yeah, I mean we do have somewhat of a jank tripod holding it
What do
up.
you mean? That tripod's perfect. What's wrong with that?
So look at the freaking carbon fiber thing Josh has for the other cam.
Well, I didn't want to start disassembling that.
No, I
one.
wouldn't mess with that thing at
Yeah.
all. We tried. Josh is gonna have to put that thing back together.
No, it's fine.
It's
But
like a dual pod now.
no, that thing's perfect.
I can't even see the difference. If I'm honest, I know the other one's way better than this camera.
Oh, quality. When we switch back, you'll recognize the quality. It's,
Really?
Yeah, it's noticeable.
I was update, so I have those videos I play when I DJ, so I'm getting them ready for this New Year's thing, and I put them on USB to see if the TV that they have there can play it, which I'm sure it won't.
Yeah.
But I had to upload that video to YouTube. So I'm just waiting for the dozens of copyright infringements I'm going to get.
Yeah.
But it had to upscale it to SD, and I'm like, God, I made this a long time ago. It was like on
What's SD like 720?
I didn't even know, dude, 480 or something. It was like on the back wall of a shitty basement, so I like made it the shittiest quality I could.
Yeah.
So, holding out.
All right. Let's see.
Oh,
put
where's
together-
Belcher's trophy?
It's right there, right behind you.
It's a big boy.
What else we got? Oh, that's what we want to do.
Details by Douglas gonna come sit at the table. You're welcome to, buddy. You gotta book that with old daddy. You know, we're a band here. Oh, you might also know someone else is in here. Shook, obviously, decided not to show up because why show up when the boys need help?
That car's not going to finish itself.
It's not going to finish at all.
Leaston in the chat. What's going on?
All right. Let's see. Got that. I mean, what a shit news week.
Total shit news week, buddy. But I got a little news. Oh,
I mean, I
thought
have like two things I can pretend to care about. But
Yeah, me too. Let me just put eyes on something quick just to make sure I didn't. I thought I had another story, but it was a shit news week. But we do have a main topic for you guys this
which
week,
is great.
which is great. And we made Blake come up with one, which I'm guessing is going to be better than ours.
I don't know about that.
Mine's pretty good.
And I had a great reception to my vehicle build last week. It went really well.
Dude, your
Buddy,
vehicle build changed my life.
Unbelievable.
Changed my life.
The masses really liked the direction I took.
Dude, I was shocked and appalled.
The chandelier was my favorite touch.
So good, dude. Just the
I
individual
just like
crystals.
ham-fisted the word chandelier into Craigslist. That was the first one that came up.
But all I could picture is like Chuck was saying, when you hit the brakes, you hear grrr,
Yeah, it's going to be like
and then
a
you
beautiful wind
take
chime.
off and it's grrr.
It's like a wind chime, dude. I'm telling you. There's nothing more calming.
No, yeah, exactly.
Wow, James Whitman, longtime listener, first-time live streamer.
James Whitman, what's going on, man? Thanks for living with us.
Nick R. You know what's crazy is we do have a multicam setup and switchboard here. We just don't have multicams running right now.
Yeah, we do have an incredible little switchboard that we've never really set up. I played with it once. I think we have a reaction cam. We have enough tripods to have like 9 cameras in here. And we were experimenting with for the Patreon, the under the table cam.
Yeah.
But that's coming. I can walk closer to the camera. Is that what you'd like? Hold on.
All right. Let's get this going here.
Vehicle builds were awesome, dude. Still loving it. You see me in this camera?
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. Lock City.
Chaotic EK9. All right, that's a new name as
I
well.
like me a chaotic.
The van would be
EK9.
dope. See, the van was both useful and practical. You can live in it, but you can also tow.
I speak in practicality. I did have a hatchback, the best hatchback.
Could you tow?
Something maybe. I know. OMT's gonna get one.
Yeah, no waterbed, no care.
No waterbed? I know. It was tough to find anything bigger than a twin waterbed. Especially in a
Get
new...
a king. Throw a king back there. Just let it.
I think I had the room.
Let the surface tension just deal with the walls.
Some other people had sent me some other furniture that was for sale they thought would be a better fit, but hey, you know what?
You love that. You love to see it.
All
Just need a sticker that says "Have a seat."
Have a seat, yeah. Come on in. Actually, I still have some of the tabs open from it, actually.
Hold on.
I'm gonna come.
There we go. There
All right,
we go.
perfect.
He's getting it.
All right. What else do we need? We ready to roll?
God, it was a shit news week.
got that. We
Shit,
got that.
callback week, if I'm honest, too. This is going to be a...
I got it.
There we go.
We'll
It's
be all
going to be
right.
a rush job over here. Hopefully Blake's got some callbacks.
Nah, we'll be all right. Good to go. Get that. Get some big news from Chevy.
Big news.
Should I hit the top button? When
No,
do I
not
do
yet.
that?
Not
Not that.
yet.
You'll tell
Not
me.
yet.
All right. I just need the cue.
Yeah, we'll.
A lot of pressure over here.
You going to intro everybody?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, he's listened to it enough. I think he can. You know.
You got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nick R had a dream about that van, Corey. You're changing lives,
Yeah.
dude.
The dream or a nightmare.
Dude, a stick in the Triton? You had experience with the Triton, didn't you?
Yeah.
Great motor.
Great motor. Best motor.
What a motor.
What did you have a Triton in?
I never had a Triton.
Oh,
No.
oh.
Yeah.
Did your old man have a Triton?
No, that was a Dodge.
Oh, that was
Dodge.
a Doge.
Yeah.
He had the
Dodge.
10.
Yeah.
Josh Riviera. Howdy, boys. Howdy, man. What's going on? Good to see you. Wow.
Yeah, Dodge. So it's not a Triton, but same thing.
Still a 10.
Yeah.
10 is what counts. You know what? The excursions with the 10.
Yeah.
A lot of truck.
That is a lot of truck.
A whole lot of truck.
A lot of truck. Not as cheap as you'd expect.
Not cheap at all.
No, because
Ed had one that was wrecked.
that was on the radar for.
You were going to go from
Purchase.
1 Series to V10.
No, for the
excursion.
build.
Oh, for the build.
For the build,
No,
yeah,
not in the
Yeah,
price
yeah.
range.
The excursion, but got the hole inside besides the Dodge, being the driver and passenger seat.
Mm.
But I was like, you know what that is? That's an Econoline van.
Boom.
Let's just get those.
Yeah, let's get a roof. What a Dodge.
All right.
Waiting on pizza.
Who's got pizza?
Accident, period. Fell in, waiting on pizza. Where are you getting pizza from? We got one of our places right up the street, just hit Portnoy's, got an 8-1. Now they can't even keep up with demand anymore.
I know,
Oh,
right?
man.
Pizza Marvin over here in Providence got an 8-2. Insane pizza spot.
Pizza Marvin is awesome.
Have you had the Detroit pizza?
I don't know. I went
no,
up there.
You haven't if you think it's awesome.
Oh,
The Detroit pizza, man. I had it once. It was horrible. Everything else at that place, unbelievable.
yeah. I went up there. Jake brought me in a couple weeks ago. He knows those boys, and
Oh, yeah.
so we went. They were top notch.
Dude, the pies, like you order a pie, out of control. Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, their salads and stuff are
So
dope.
what you got? Was it thick? Was it thin?
It was thin.
Okay.
It was a basil and mozzarella, or in honor of Chuck, a mozzarella.
Oh, mozzarella.
Mozzarella. And yeah, it was just fucking good.
I like this unnamed guy in there. This is
Yeah, I don't know how
unbelievable.
you pulled that off with no
Love
no
Detroit,
name.
man.
no-
That's where techno started.
Detroit style pizza, isn't it? That's
Detroit style pizza. I don't get it. Can you explain to us Detroit style pizza? It was like, it seemed like a semi-Sicilian. Just got a pan pie from Frank's down here in the Jers. Love to hear it.
What is
Yeah,
Detroit style pizza? Let's see.
Flatbread off there. That's story of my life over there.
So the
Spent
original
many
flatbread
days.
up in Portsmouth, New Hampshire,
Yeah.
is amazing.
So Detroit style pizza is a rectangular pizza with a thick crust that is crispy and chewy.
Yeah, that's true.
It is traditionally topped with Wisconsin brick cheese that goes all the way to the edges and caramelizes around the high-sided, heavyweight rectangular pan.
Yeah, I gotta have a real Detroit pizza. Flatbread Co. Yeah, we've been with Flatbread. Flatbread has done they did a Big Mac pizza back in the day. Crazy.
Oh, what's the one they did? They did the one with the corn.
I don't know.
Like a taco
You
pizza?
put corn on pizza. I'm in.
No. They did one with a corn.
Flatbread. Oh yeah. Portnoy said it was close to New Haven Pizza. Yeah, close. But New Haven's an hour and a half. You may as well just drive. Did you just go to that place in Amherst with all its crazy toppings? Antonio's. Yeah, that was started in Providence. Actually, strangely enough. And yes, it's a great drunk pizza.
Yeah. That's what it is.
Crazy like tortellini and shit on there.
Yeah, it's like
Chassis harness. What up?
I'm looking for ravioli on my pizza.
Sauce on top, thick boy. All right, I can get with that. Uncle Tony's is considered Detroit pizza. Let's be honest. That can't possibly be true.
I don't know. Is it?
Nice Slice Pizza when it was on there. Yeah, Nice Slice is still here. It's up on Broadway. Broad Street, I think.
I've never been a Nice Slice guy.
Or Westminster. Really?
Never been a
Nice
Slice.
Slice. The owner of Nice Slice, Al, big car guy,
Big car guy.
had two E30 M3s, has a last year like off-white FJ Cruiser.
Yep.
The guy just makes good car decisions all the time. Great dude. I love Nice Slice. He let us play a DJ gig there, which was hilarious. Yeah, I love their pizza, man. Fresh out of the oven there. Love the slice, dude. When I was on Thayer, it was a vibe. That's when Thayer was a different place. I remember being a kid, being like under 16 years old, and my buddies being like, "Yeah, Thayer sold out. The anime store is gone." And like, little did we know how far it would sell out. Boston House of Pizza in East Providence?
Yep.
Corey, do we know about this?
They get Boston House next door. It's a pretty standard issue, like P-Hop or C-Hop or anything like that.
Dougie says there's taco pizza.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he's got it next door with the boys.
God, I gotta try taco pizza. Appreciate that. Love the pizza podcast.
All
We should have recorded this because we don't have enough material.
been recording.
Oh, thank God. Yeah, well, what are you gonna do with this?
Chop it out. I think we got
7-Eleven
enough.
in Kennedy Plaza at 2 a.m. when you're drunk and have to step around the drunk crackheads.
So we stayed at
Dude, I know all about Kennedy Plaza late at night.
we had a wedding this summer and I don't remember which hotel. Maybe in the Providence. Is that right over there? Is that a hotel?
Yeah, Hotel
the Hotel
Providence,
So we stayed there. So I got up in the morning to go get coffee, and Van's like, "I'll go with you." So I was walking through Kennedy Plaza at like 6 a.m.
Yeah.
And I'm like, 6 a.m. All right. I figure maybe couple, handful.
Nope.
We're all right.
Walking
Holy shit! My 6.5-year-old got a lesson.
Yeah, dude.
This
Real
chick
life.
was just screaming, and he looks at me. He's like, "Dad, do you know why she's yelling?" I was like, "I don't know. Just keep walking."
Yeah.
Don't look at her.
No,
Say what?
they were at the fountain. They were yelling. They were
It's
at
none
the,
of our business. That's
yeah,
for sure.
none of our business. But man, that was fun.
Yeah, I mean, I used to DJ at the salon. You get out whenever you get done packing up, is everybody just fucks around for an hour plus, and then you'd be in that plaza. And what's the Haven Brothers would be right
Oh
there
yeah,
as well.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it was just
Jesus.
like, fights and crackheads at the 7-Eleven. I honestly think most of the 7-Elevens in Providence are owned by a conglomerate of crackheads.
Yeah.
And I do know it's that really tall guy who I've seen around a bunch of times, but man, some of the most rundown 7-Elevens in the country downtown.
Right here.
Providence.
Yep. We
They all
own them.
smell weird.
They all have the same smell.
They do.
Yeah, and it's not a good smell.
No.
That's
It's like dirty
it's-
mop
I
water.
wish it was identifiable. If it was pee, I'd know, but it's not.
That's like.
Dirty mop water is a good.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's dirty mop water.
Do you guys ever go into Market Basket?
No.
Have you ever been to a Market
Yeah, of
Basket?
course, yeah.
So I don't generally go into them, but I've noticed that even when they build brand new ones, I think they bring in used tile. Because like even the brand new ones, the tile floors are dirty.
No,
and I'm
you
like,
gotta- you
this
gotta
is
go to the one in
fascinating.
Johnson, in Silky Johnson.
Ooh.
The place is a palace, dude. The place is a palace. You could eat on the floor of that place.
The only one I've been into is the one over here next to like the train stop, and it was a fucking nightmare.
Train stop?
Yeah, in Attleboro.
Really? There's
Yeah.
one up over there? Oh, yeah. When you're on BMX bikes, getting at 7-Eleven. Yeah. Yeah, we used to go and skate and end up at a 7-Eleven. Dude, 7-Eleven used to have this killer turkey Chipotle sandwich. Whew!
I've
That was like a 3 a.m. graffiti night.
any
fucking
non
sandwich.
like. I've never eaten any grilled food or pre-made food from 7-Eleven.
Dude, I do not lie. That fucking 7-Eleven turkey with cheese and the Chipotle sauce is crazy. When will we get the video of the Neon gas station visit? I'll tell you what. You talk to Josh.
When did we visit Neon Gas
We
Station?
visited when it first opened.
We did?
We did. There's a Neon Mart video.
The one over on Sims, like near Sims,
No,
No.
not that one.
because
Maybe we should-
that
we-
one just opened too.
We should do one there, I guess.
I didn't know we made a video. I
think
I know we
made one.
went.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking about the lantern.
We went the we did the lantern. That place was beautiful.
Yeah, we did a bunch of things and it just never made it. It just never made it.
What else we do?
We could refilm them. I mean, we've had some good ones.
We did a lantern. We did South of the Border.
South of the Border made it.
Yeah, that one I saw.
Lantern was a good one.
I did the world's largest gas station
Yep.
in Vegas. That
in
didn't
Vegas.
make it.
That didn't make it.
Cutting
That
room
was
floor.
wild.
It's all on the cutting room floor.
96 gas pumps.
You'd love to see.
Did
that.
you send me? I must have seen something.
I've probably sent you photos. Whatever.
Okay,
It was
all right.
astonishing.
Oh yeah, you went. Josh went to Neon and Sea Skanks. Dude, 1010. That place is unbelievable. The only better Neon. It's not better, but the Neon in near you guys in Middletown.
Yeah,
The car wash at that Neon's crazy good.
it
The
is.
Touchless.
Yep.
Touchless there's crazy, but you don't have brick fired pizza
Nope.
or sandwiches. They don't make sandwiches.
They do.
Do they?
They
was-
have breakfast sandwiches. I don't know if I've been in there in the afternoon.
Yeah, that's the original one, I think.
Yeah,
I remember first walking in that one, just seeing the sea of coolers.
because there's one that's down. They just took it over. It's on like the north end of Portsmouth when you go in a 24. I don't know if you would even go that way from like your
No,
brother's
I
house.
have, yeah.
It used to be a Patriot.
Oh, they took that one over?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
So that
I
one's
know-
in
the
Neon
one
now,
up
too.
Kind of up on the hill over there.
Yes.
Well, it's just a raised lot. Yeah.
Yep.
You guys did a Zuzu. When are we doing Volvo? Oh, God.
Mystery man.
Mystery-
Identify yourself.
I'm trying to think who we have that's a Volvo addict. I mean, Noah just got a Volvo. That doesn't count. Oh, God. Our boy Warren has so many Volvos and Saabs. The guy just keeps buying. So maybe we'll have Warren come in. I don't know if he knows history of them, just likes buying them. New Year's resolution, gas station videos. Doug, I would kill. That's like the easiest content we could do. I love going to gas. I go to gas stations all over the damn country. I've shot gas station videos like in Tennessee on our GoPro. So it's my thing, man. I love it. My wife doesn't even get annoyed with it anymore. That's how often
How
like,
regular it
I
is.
see a gas station, I'm like, we got to go in there. We just have to go in there. Or we'll be driving by an exit, be like, it was a great seasons on this. We got to get off. Mobile core convenience, different truck stops, not bad. God, I want a 242 so bad. CEO Harry.
Hello, Harry.
What's up, Harry? I know a 442. What am I missing on 242?
I don't know. Maybe it's supposed to be a 240.
Oh, okay.
The Volvo.
Oh, a Volvo. Yeah. I don't know anything about Volvos. Besides,
Me either. They might have a 242. I don't know.
when I was a kid, my buddy had one. It was the wagon, the brick wagon that was rear drive, and we would just do donuts in it all the time.
Was it red or blue?
It was blue.
Yeah.
God, I love this. Volvo 242. There we go. I thought we were going for 442. I was going to say, all right.
Now we're talking.
All right.
The best local car washes. There we go.
I like that. You know, I need. So the best local car wash I know about is in East Providence.
Seekonk.
Seekonk, rather. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right on the line, right?
Yeah.
But I got to know one in my area, Johnson Way. Where's the best Johnson, that side of the highway,
Actually touchless.
West Bay, actually touchless car wash? Because I can't
That's a
find
Volvo 242. It's
it. That hits pretty hard.
What do we got? Oh, it's very cool.
That's what I assumed a 240 was. So thanks, Nick R.
And IHOP in the truck stop. That spells disaster.
IHOP on a truck stop sounds like a great place to die. It's a great place for it to go down. I love that.
All right.
All right,
You
we
ready to
should-
kick this off?
We should start that. Go ahead, hit the button there.
Hello, everyone. This is not Josh Garcia of the Revival Motoring Podcast. As always, I'm joined by Chuck Hu
Oh,
and Corey.si.
Hello, hello.
Filling in for Podcast Daddy and Shook is me, Blake.
Blake's here from the old Dust Off. You're best known for the peen
Sad.
handlers.
Big,
Big peen handlers guy.
big peen guy.
Big peen guy. Just hanging out, filling in for Josh
Do not
Daddy.
come.
Already getting a hold of the buttons.
Yeah.
There you go. Explore those buttons. Feel
Thank-
free.
thank
yeah,
you.
Just
I'm gonna come.
just feel around on them. That intro was so loud in my headphones, dude.
Oh, sorry.
My eyes
Are you
were
number
watering.
3?
No. I like where my headphones are. I just think the intro was way up, which is
Okay.
fine.
Yeah, I'm not
Exactly
touching
what
anything
you
else.
No, we'll be
Don't
all right.
touch anything. We're doing great over there.
On today's episode.
On today's episode, we've actually thought of a main topic. We thought about it this morning. If I'm honest, my wife thought about it, but she's smarter than me in every way. So we are putting together a little segment where we pitch a new, different version of Pimp My Ride to a network and see where we get. So look forward to that.
Yeah. And this episode is brought to you by us,
Viewers like you.
viewers like you.
People that subscribe to the old...
And I'll get into it when we do the Bucks with Boys segment. I've got a little aside.
You get an aside?
I got an aside.
You know I love an aside.
As
This
Josh-
pre-show wasn't full of asides. I'll
No.
tell you that much right now.
And as Josh says, check out the website. What else? Check out the YouTubes. Check out the other shows. Topics Under the Stairs. Loose is Fast. Talking Motorcycles. Look at that. I actually knew them all.
Oh!
Hey-o!
Yeah. And then we'll get into B for B later.
I'll tell you what, just sitting here thinking, if Josh is listening to this, you should definitely cut out the first half hour of this and put it at the end of this episode where we got into just random weird shit.
Pizza.
Pizza, gas stations. We're going to get some more Our New Year's resolution is more gas station reviews in 2023.
I'm looking actually at another Portnoy pizza review in Providence of Hotline Pizza.
Hotline.
Hotline Pizza. So I'm waiting for the score to pop up on the screen.
I can't imagine. I've seen Hotline Pizza.
It looks.
I didn't know
I
you
guess
could-
as we discussed Detroit style.
I don't know you could go get it. I thought you had to like order it at a club and like a random guy would bring it out to you.
I don't know. Actually, I don't know how the whole thing works. See, if it's like that, it's too much work.
I'm also making a call out to our Rhode Island listeners. Anybody knows of a decent touchless car wash in that Johnson area, that West Bay area, you holler at your boy because I can't find anything. I got to go to Seekonk to wash my stuff in the winter. And someo's got to know this. Just hit
Good
me
news
up.
is you're not too far from it when you're at work.
I mean,
it's not
when I'm
terrible.
here, it's right down the street. But
Yeah.
I mean, I'll say it. I mean, just put one in at your house.
I'm thinking about it. I was just talking to
touchless.
I was talking to Bobby Bulbs over at Katie Design. We're thinking about throwing one in the lake out front.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow. What happened?
7-8 for this
For a hotline?
for Hotline
Wow. I'll tell you what.
Detroit style.
Good for them.
I don't know. It looks like Detroit style. What the fuck do I know?
He was filming these weeks ago.
Yeah, when he was here for Rough and Rowdy.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, we got that going on.
That's called stacking content.
That's stacking
That's
clips.
planning ahead.
Out here stacking clips.
Planning ahead.
Someday we'll get there.
Yeah, I mean, he put one out a few days ago, and he's in like shorts and a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Well, I guess he flies all
Having
over.
town is life in Hoboken.
What a life.
Hoboken.
Hoboken.
We're gonna dive into those callbacks.
We're gonna dive into the callback. I don't know if somebody presses the button.
If you'd like to leave a
Boom.
callback number, press 2.
Damn, Blake is on top of it.
It's almost like he's listened before.
No.
Who's got some callbacks?
You want a callback?
I
I'll
gotta-
tell you a callback. Oh, you got a callback. Guess callback.
I'm calling back the van.
Call back the van.
Call back the van.
I loved your van, dude. I loved it. I loved every accessory, every thoughtful mod that you did to
Listen,
that thing.
It was a product of last minute not understanding the assignment. I just wanted to make sure I made use. And mind you, I still had $1,000 left over.
Dude, I'll tell you what, like, after starting the episode by saying I was the only one that was prepared, and again, trounced on how good that van was, I was fucking, wow, that was a great van segment.
Did you watch or listen? Because I had some real janky screenshots put up.
Oh, no. I listened. So.
Dude, I wish I watched.
Yeah, I had like real like short screen captures of everything of just Craigslist ads. And call back to the van. Craigslist, man. If you go on Craigslist often?
Steel Paradise.
I still do because there are
There's some
deals to
gems
be had,
on there.
man.
There's some gems on there.
MFV, man for van.
Yeah. How they work at Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind?
Yeah.
Missed Encounters?
Missed connections.
Of the
Missed
seventh
Connections?
kind.
Yeah.
Yeah, the van was a killer. I had a lot of people comment how much they love the van segment.
The van segment. I mean, yeah, overall, it was a good topic as well. We got some
What
good
did Josh
feedback.
pick? I didn't remember what Josh picked. Oh, a Subaru?
The
Yeah, he
Subaru.
did that out. Yeah, the $800 Impreza.
Yeah.
Impreza, yeah. But
That
with
may have had a
being said,
turbo or not. Or it was.
We don't know.
It-
Oh, yeah. Very, very creative car.
it had a test pipe, as we know for sure.
Yeah.
But with that being said, we got some good reception and feedback from having a themed episode. So if you have any other ideas on themes, hit us.
Also, we're currently doing a themed episode.
We currently are.
We're trying to keep some themes going. Yeah, that's true. If you guys think of something funny you want us to do, please let us know.
Yeah,
because
let us know.
I mean, we pulled this out of our hat this morning.
We as in you.
Yeah, but then I emailed you guys, and one of you responded like it was a good idea.
Me?
Josh backed out, Shook backed out. And
And
I
I
called Blake up to
responded-
the big leagues.
I
There I
responded
am.
knowing I would see you in 2 minutes. Responded anyway.
I had to tell the crew.
Yeah, but we're good. We're good to go.
I voice tapped that from my car.
It's impressive.
I was like, I got to tell the boys.
It's impressive. It came through nice and clear.
Yeah, I was thinking. I was voice putting down a lot of my episode. It's
Can
one of those
you-
things you just can't stop it. Like you just got to put it down.
How do you do that in your car, like voice to like keynotes or
I can tell you like once 7 years passes and I'm beyond the legal
you're
legal
T9 in
ability.
your way there?
No, I open Evernote and I just hit the voice button and I
Yeah.
just talk.
Yeah.
And then I break it up into paragraphs later.
Yeah, just figure it out.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
just
let
a
me,
stream
like,
of consciousness on the
Oh,
screen.
I think this is a good idea. I'm like, you fucking asshole! And it's like, oh wait, that's
that was someone cut me off in traffic.
someone cut me off.
It's
Yeah.
something totally
But I was
different.
driving the taco, so it's way safer than driving my car that almost drives itself and doing
That's
that.
true. What do we got here? I got Ash Shook about his build.
Actually, Shook, how's your build?
It's going
Well,
well.
about as much truth.
It's
as
ready
I
for
get from
paint.
usual.
Hold on. It's ready for paint.
Ready for
Ready
paint.
for paint. It's ready for paint.
driving
It just
it to paint.
needs.
It just needs.
It's ready for paint. It just needs.
That's why Shook can't be here tonight because he's driving that thing to paint. We're getting a
I
full
hope
paddock
so.
talk.
I hope so. Yeah. we
What's
got a
up with
full paddock
Josh's?
talk.
What's up with Josh's Steeder?
Josh's Steed. I looked at it earlier.
Yep.
I don't know if he's been working on it. I know Josh Spence we covered. Josh Spence isn't feeling well.
Yeah,
Daddy
Josh is
isn't
not feeling well.
So he hasn't been here to work on it. So his parts pile is piling up.
I got halfway through the video of Josh doing the inspection for that car with Garrett.
Did he pass or fail?
Failed. Failed. I haven't gotten to the part where I know he really fails yet. But yeah, not
It's like a relatively new car. How'd he fail?
I think all the front, everything's very loosey-goosey.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I mean, the mileage, it's probably never been replaced. That makes sense.
Yeah, definitely hasn't ever been replaced.
Yeah.
But,
That makes sense.
we're all looking forward to the next Paddock Talk segment.
I am.
We should make a Paddock Talk sound. It's just screaming Paddock Talk.
I'm going to move the Paddock Talk over to our friend Blake here.
Yeah, there he is.
What are your winter plans, bud? I mean, you got a whole heap of things going on. What do you got?
I got a couple things going on.
What do you got going on?
The biggest thing right now is the 65 split window bus.
Still with the fire bus?
Fire bus. Smoke
Fire
show.
bus.
Also known as the smoke show. There's a
Okay.
couple of names.
buddy. The smoke show.
Does anybody know about Jake's thing? That's probably top secret.
The new one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be here next week.
That thing's cool as shit.
Real cool.
I don't know about it, but I want to find out about it after.
Can we
Real
talk
cool.
about it? Probably not.
I don't see why not.
I don't
It's,
even know what it is.
It's a 67 double cab. So it's a truck. It's a Volkswagen truck.
Was that the pickup one?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a pickup truck, but
With
it's
the
a
double
it's
cab.
a 3-door. So there's a second door on the passenger side.
Where did he find such a jalopy?
It's
Oh no, it's a killer car.
Oh, really?
yeah. But this isn't the
Oh,
kind
okay.
This no jalopy.
this isn't the kind of money we pay for cars. This is Taco King money.
Wow. I
Dude,
mean,
the thing is
these are
dope.
cool.
The thing is dope.
Yeah, it's real awesome. So
These
I'm
things are
psyched
cool.
for him. Yeah,
yeah, don't get me wrong. These things are awesome.
He's always got cool shit. That guy.
Yeah.
he's the man.
What do you got? What do you got going on with your thing? You got
Yeah,
a
what do
fire
you-
truck?
So bought a 65 bus with Jake, and it was in a house fire.
Okay.
So the house burned down around the bus,
So-
and the whole bus is burned,
yeah.
which is fun when
Well-
you think about replacing every single piece of rubber on a car.
Yeah.
Everything. Doesn't matter what it was.
Yeah.
Everything is burned.
How
And
much rubber is in those old cars?
there's a lot.
Oh, there was a lot.
There was a lot.
was a lot.
I guess each window seal, right?
Each window seal, the door seals, but then all the bushings, the transmission mounts, the motor everything.
Oh, okay. Didn't think of that.
So yeah, nope. And anything that got hot, like the glass delaminated, so it's cracked on the inside.
like in
Ooh.
between.
Yeah, which is really cool. So I'm leaving it. But the plan is the interior is all brand new now. The last of the metal work is being done this week, maybe tonight actually. The floors are going in. So it's got new front floors, new cargo floors because it's a panel van. Or was a panel van. Someone cut some janky ass windows in it.
Love that.
So blew the windows out with the fire and then just I'm welding, metal welded back in.
Having Weddle melded.
Weddle melded.
Is
Wet metal.
That's a big project for this year?
Big project for this year.
I would imagine so.
Is that coming to the Gart?
Oh yeah. Dust off would be close, but I don't know if I'm having an air suspension being built and it's like 3 months out.
Do you know when dust off is this year?
Yeah,
I
it's
do.
April 30th, Sunday, April 30th.
Did we announce that already?
No, I don't think so.
No.
First.
Who's coming?
I'm gonna come.
There we go.
Great.
I'm gonna come.
First announcement,
Yep.
April 30th. I think it's probably in my calendar,
It's
but you probably
definitely
told
in
us.
my
Yeah.
calendar.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm going to look anyway.
Sunday,
my
April
God.
30th. Get your merch ready, boys.
We get no time.
No, is that the only car you're really kind of putting effort into this winter, or we have some others? You know, spread it out evenly.
So
It's the only car he owns. April 30th? I didn't even have that in here.
Talking about brown car.
the brown car. So the motor's coming out of the brown car to go into the burn bus because it's a good running motor.
Different than Bang Bus.
That's
You
right.
should get the Bang Bus font, and I'll make
Burn
you a
Bus.
sticker that says Burn Bus.
Yeah,
Now
can
we're
make that.
talking.
Yeah.
Now we're talking. And I'm putting a bigger motor in the brown car.
Bigger motor in the
Bigger
brown car.
motor.
Yeah.
They go
Who's
bigger?
building the engine? Anybody or is
Yeah, my buddy Sean Brayton.
Sean Brayton. Big
Yep.
shout.
Yeah, big shouts. So he's building the motor for that, and then the square back I don't want to touch because I figure that one I can at least drive because the other ones are never
that
going to
one's
run.
like actually usable, right?
Yeah,
There's a guy with a plan.
Yep.
Titties.
So when all else fails, you've got the square back that you can get around in.
So
That's
square
it.
back is going to dust off and Wolfsgard.
Correct.
My guy.
And then I've got I got a couple things coming. I have 2 Model A's coming,
Woo!
which will be something. They're
That's
all
cool.
all original 1929 Model A's.
My grandpa had one of those.
Yeah.
Love that thing.
Bought it fresh off the dealer.
Fresh off the dealer, 50
cool.
cents.
So yeah, those I don't know. I'm hoping to get those this year. I've had them. They're out in Illinois. They've been there for a couple of years. I just haven't gone to get them. So
What's are you gonna go get them or are you gonna?
yeah, I think it'll be fun to
Yeah.
haul out there.
You've got a 2-car.
Where are they?
Yeah. They're about 60 miles south of Chicago.
What's that, like an 18-hour drive?
16.
Godspeed.
Yeah. So
Look at this guy. That's guy that believes in himself.
no, Moritz said he'd do it. So
Oh, you convinced Moritz to do it?
yeah,
This guy's the best.
he is. So
That's why they call him Saint Moritz.
and then yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I mean I would say that's a decent amount to cover. No.
It's a lot.
Yeah, I mean in the.
Oh, and sorry, there is another one. The 51 Chevy truck for my old band.
that's right.
So that's yeah, all the metal work is done on that thing finally, and then the cab is almost ready for paint. Not like Shuck's almost ready for paint. This one is
Like actually ready?
yeah, it's
You driving it to paint tomorrow
yeah.
after the podcast?
So the cab will be it should be in primer. The guy who's working on it, I switched him from the truck over to the bus, so he can only do so much at one time. So he's gonna finish the bus. Then he's got a couple other little projects to do. Then he'll get back on the truck. But
You're getting some love in the chat room right now.
I am.
Model A. You're speaking my love language. See, Doug said.
Wow.
Oh, details by Doug. All right, we should talk, buddy.
Tudor or Coupes? There we go.
They're tutors,
Nice.
I believe. Yep.
See, I don't know what any of that lingo means.
I don't know a lot about them. My wife's grandfather has 8 or 9 of them.
Oh my god.
Yeah, his collection was crazy. He wasn't a car guy. He just liked the cars, so he would buy them or whatever. And he passed away in 2000. Yeah, 2000. And my wife, we went out to Illinois one time, and she's like, "Oh yeah, my grandfather's was into cars, and he has a couple in a barn." Now, when you tell a car guy that, your mind goes 2 different places really quick.
Yeah.
959, 959.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, or a bunch of MGs.
LeBaron.
And there's nothing wrong with that,
Listen, if they're
Trash.
MGs, I'm in.
Yeah, fucking K
Nah,
cars.
that barn would not be standing if it had MGs in it, dude.
So I go in there and I start pulling the covers off, and they're all perfectly like stored cars.
Yeah.
They're Model A's. There's Model T's. He's got like there was a 31 Buick limo.
What?
I'll show you the pictures after. It's fucking crazy out there. So her grandmother told me that I could have a couple of the cars.
You didn't take the limo?
What's her definition of a couple?
Well, it's a
Dozen.
space thing out here. What am I going to do with them all?
Yeah.
I wouldn't sell them.
I got a buddy with a warehouse.
Yeah. So,
Keep a couple cars in it.
but anyway, so that's like I'm very fortunate that is something that came to fruition, but I just need to find time to go do it.
To go drive out there and go get them.
Yep. So
It sounds like a good time. I mean, honestly, drive out there, be exciting. Drive home, be interesting. You got to bring a few extra spares for the trailer because you never know when that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Winch. Were you talking about the aluminum 2-car?
no, so
I love that trailer.
That's a trailer.
so that's getting a full rebuild. We bought
The aluminum one?
no, the aluminum one's only a single car.
Oh, okay.
The steel one was a camper. It was one of those campers that someone had converted.
Oh, okay.
But they're I bought it wicked cheap because it was 27 feet long and it's perfect for 2 Volkswagens.
Yep.
And what the guy had told me, he had all the structure reinforced because the way those campers are designed, the box of the camper is actually the structural integrity of the trailer.
That's amazing.
The fucking trailer itself
Floppy noodle.
is a noodle.
Really?
Oh, it's unbelievable. So my brother and I, we put a couple, we decked it and we did a couple things to it, and we drove one of the cars up on it, and we just watched the thing bend in the middle, and we're like, okay, we're done here until we figure this out. So my brother did some things to kind of make it a little safer, but it's super narrow. It's like, I don't know, 78 inches, and my Bug is 77 inches. So when I drive it up, it's literally threading a needle. So we
Yeah.
bought wider axles. So we're going out to like 94 inches or whatever.
Oh baby.
Um,
Yeah,
That's
four
it.
of 'em
We'll
on
just
that
put them
thing.
sideways.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, we're doing that this winter. So that'll be ready for Wolfscart, just to make sure all the cars that break down can get home.
Is that at the Panhandlers headquarters where
Yeah.
that work's being done?
Yep.
Love it.
Yep.
Love to see it.
So
Sounds like a good time.
yeah,
You get your hands full this winter.
I think so.
Yeah.
Someone out here doing God's work.
Yeah, right. Someone's staying
This is
busy.
the best paddock talk we've ever had.
I haven't even started on anything.
I saw your snow tires. You put your snow tires on, or you got flat in the front?
Oh no, I put my snow tires.
Oh, yeah, all right, yeah,
I
yeah.
put
There you
my
go.
snow
There
tires
you
on.
go.
Yeah.
There
I
you
put,
go.
I put them
Not
on.
a problem.
Yep. I put that on.
Big moves.
Honda's over there.
Yeah.
She's good.
Thinking
Yeah.
about it.
Polo's in the garage on a battery tender.
Best place to be.
You're
right
ready to
now.
go.
That's good. I just make sure that I don't open the trash can onto it. That's what I do.
Yeah, I just go in my garage, look at my cars, make sure all the things are green. See you guys later. See you guys this
See you
spring.
in April.
So you run the brand battery tender, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a 4-bank and I probably have 8 single ones now.
Yeah.
Every time I can't find one, I buy another one, then I find it.
Yeah. So I've got a bunch of single ones. I haven't gone to the 4-bank yet, but how long are the leads?
Dude, you can buy leads.
You buy
for it.
extensions.
Oh, okay.
I have
That's what I didn't know.
the best. So every now and then the 4-bank will be cheaper than the 2-bank,
Yeah.
which is hilarious. And then you go on Amazon and look for the lead extenders, and like I found 40-foot ones for an eighth of the price of the normal. It was just
Oh,
like
all right.
I get like 8 40-foot ones for like $16.
Perfect.
So I just have them all over the place. I have them
Yeah.
up on the lifts, like
yeah.
that 4-bank's. It's cool, but like I said, you can just be like, okay, they're all good.
Yep.
And
yeah.
then if one's wrong, obviously I don't have them labeled because that would be smart. So I got to go dig through them all.
Pro tip.
You're like
So
walking around following the
Yeah, exactly.
cable
That's
wherever
exactly
it
what
goes.
happens.
you guys might do this too, but advanced, you can bring any battery in there and they'll test it.
Yeah.
But they'll do a full 24-hour deep cycle charge on it. So what I do before the winter is I bring all the batteries from the old cars that I haven't driven in a while. I'm like, hey, can you test this? They're like, yeah, come back tomorrow. I go, I take it with a fresh
Praise
charge,
God.
put it right on the tender. So that way in the spring, she's ready to roll.
Oh my god.
So yeah, advanced auto.
Dude, I remember the years not having battery tenders and just praying that you'd get there and
Yeah.
the car would start and just be like, fuck.
No,
like,
I
this
take them
guy
out of
did
I take them out of the lawnmower and everything. If I can put those right on the
Really?
tender.
Wow.
Yeah, you know, I
I don't have a lawnmower with the battery.
I got to take one off my brush hog. It's just sitting in the cold. Right, it's probably already smoked.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Put on a battery tender. It'll
Deep
breathe,
cycle
breathe
it.
some life back into it.
Deep cycle that thing.
Yeah.
I just buy a new one every year with that. Yeah, battery tenders, man. Big up for battery tender.
Battery tenders, is something we probably should have brought up in the. Maybe we did in the winter prep.
Probably. There's the C-Tech ones. People are really big fans of the C-Tech ones. I think that's just because they're 3 or 4 times the price.
Yeah, I don't know anything about them. I've always had luck with the battery tender brand, so
I see the
I've just
Porsche
stuck with
guys
it.
running C-Tech.
If something is named, if the brand is named after what it's doing,
Yeah, exactly.
we're good.
Exactly. You
We're
can't
good.
be a shitty company and do that.
Yeah.
I got one of those. Who's that guy out in L.A. who built that crazy? He's got like 50 of those the 3 store lifts.
Oh, Farrah.
Oh, Matt.
Yeah. So he has every one of those cars has an Odyssey tender.
Oh.
Yeah.
He got when he built that place. It was a video he did with the guy from Ammo.
Yeah,
Larry.
Larry.
Yeah.
And I saw him, and there must have been 150 of those things, like
Yeah.
the Odyssey.
I was in there. The most staggering part is how many Odyssey chargers he had.
So I got one, and came in. I was really excited about it because I was like, all right, I
Good
plug
luck
it
with
in,
Farrah.
didn't work. I'm like, I must be doing.
He's sponsored by Odyssey.
I
Yeah.
must be doing something
Yeah,
wrong.
he definitely got sponsored.
Yeah. I'm like, I must be doing something wrong, and I'm reading the directions, and I'm like, it's really not that
But here's
complicated.
the problem. Like, it's a battery tender. Like, one goes on here,
That's
one
it.
goes on
Yeah.
there. Voila.
And it has, because it's a marine one too, it's like you can set which is 6 volt, 12 volt, whatever.
Mine does 6 or 12.
And I'm like, but you don't have to do anything. You just plug the fucking things in and it just works.
Exactly.
And it didn't work. And I'm like, I don't know. I must be doing something wrong.
Son of bitch.
So then I got,
You call Farrah?
no, I called Amazon and they just shipped me another one.
Yeah.
And then that one worked.
Hey.
But for the price, I think it was almost $80.
I don't know how.
And the battery tenders, I don't see, they don't do anything any different. You know what I mean? Like,
No, they're all the same. I didn't. The C-Tech has like some crazy thing where it won't overcharge, I think, if that's a possibility. I I was in his place because Ben knows him pretty well. And like we get the tour. It was awesome. I think I talked about it. But I didn't see how they're running the wires for all this. Because those things are high, dude. There must be plugs up and down the
So
column.
yeah, all the
Oh, but he did it on the. He says it on the thing, right?
yeah, but like a lot of people even on the 2-post lifts, there's usually an outlet at the top.
Yeah, you got to wire it.
Yeah,
Which
so I'm
I
assuming he just wired them.
Right, which I didn't do like an idiot. This is one on top of my 2-post. Oh, what about I use it on the 2-post? But on the 4-post, I just run a long lead.
Yeah.
I'm not really walking around the garage almost in the winter.
I mean, these C-Tech ones are so expensive.
Wicked expensive, dude.
Why are they gotta be that expensive?
In the winter, the only thing I'm using the garage for is to put the tracks on the side by side
Right.
because it's impossible to do otherwise. I mean, I've done it on the ground. It's such a pain in the ass. It's a pain in the ass on the lift, honestly, too. You have to lift it exactly to the height because, like 33s on my Tacoma probably weigh 100 pounds.
Oh,
Those tracks, dude, crazy.
what do you think they are? 200?
No, I don't think 100
tracks?
plus probably.
I'd say 120 pounds.
They're just a pain in the. Like they love rolling around, and if you're holding the track,
Yeah.
it always rolls your fingers through metal. And it's terrible. It's terrible, dude.
Forgive the ignorance. What's gonna happen when I get my
If-
car out of a storage?
If the battery's good, it's just gonna start right up.
yeah.
If not, it's gonna.
Where did you leave
Still
the
wet.
battery? Did you leave it on concrete by any chance?
Yeah, if you don't leave it on concrete, leave it on wood. Anyone else use anti-gravity batteries? From Leaston. I have Odyssey in a couple cars. I've never used anti-gravity. Anti-gravity's kind of, I mean, new to me. Josh
I've never
mentioned
had any luck with anything besides like a legitimate like advanced auto
big
or
boy.
like Napa battery.
Yeah.
Everything else just
Oh,
kind of
Noco makes
doesn't
a nice
work that be
product.
good. You know, like Phil's got an Odyssey and a C10. Always
Yeah.
dead. Always dead.
Well, it's gonna have some kind of draw.
I
The
mean,
problem, you know what the problem is? If you one of those Odysseys or that core battery, if you kill them, they'll never charge right again.
Yeah. Do you know, does Phil have 3P for his air ride? Do you know? The airlift?
I don't know.
So I don't know if this is fact, so I'm not
Yeah.
saying it that way. A couple of the
Everything stated on the show is fact.
Yeah, a couple of the air cooled guys I know, we have 3P.
Yeah.
And we were talking, I was like, yeah, I don't know what it is. Like I'll go out every couple weeks and start my car and it's just dead.
Yeah.
And I have one of those Noco quick chargers.
Yeah.
And they're awesome. I mean, I get them on like Prime when Amazon does their Prime days.
Like the Noco, like starter. Like,
yeah, like it's a jump
Yeah,
pack.
I got one of those.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
small
Those
ones
sick.
though.
Yeah.
I got the big ass one because I'm.
Yeah, no, I don't have Chuck.
Well, and
money.
look at even the smallest
The smaller
one.
one's crazy. But the
No,
big
I
one's
know.
crazy because
The
it's so
smallest
heavy.
one
Yeah.
would jump any one of my cars like a dozen times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same with every car I own.
Yeah. So I noticed I was jumping it a lot, and I was talking to Buddy. I was like, I don't know, I must have a slow draw
Yeah.
somewhere. He's like, I noticed that too, and we both had put 3P in last year or the year before. So I asked KD,
Yeah.
and I'm like, do you know, like, is there a constant pulse? He's like, I don't think so, but there has to be
Yeah.
because I didn't change anything else in my car. I put a kill switch in it. Thing
Perfect.
starts up every time now.
You know, you should reach out to him because
I will.
I don't know off the top of my head, but I would imagine. I would also imagine that now he's building a truck on like
Yeah,
non-air suspension. He's gonna love it
only drive that.
and only drive that, especially with the amount of work he's putting into this thing. It's
Dude, that
amazing.
truck's gonna be something.
Oh, it looks real good.
Yeah, it looks real good.
That's all Phil does.
It's unbelievable because it's just like single bay garage, just
Yep.
chilling at his house.
I mean, that is something like that should be a very popular YouTube channel. And I know he doesn't do that and he doesn't care about that stuff, but you know, he'll take a picture of like, oh, this is the rattle can I used. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Because like 30 people can get the results.
Tim in the chat saying Airlift and Acura are both parasitic draw. We use a breaker to be able to shut it off. And that's not a bad little
There we go.
fix.
Thanks, Tim.
Tim knows. If
Yeah.
I know Tim knows.
And actually, I said Odyssey earlier. I did mean Optima batteries. He's got an Optima battery, and it's always shit.
Oh, really? Yeah, I
Yeah.
had an Optima battery and it was shit.
Yeah,
Compared to my
not
Odyssey battery.
Optima. Yeah, but
But
that's actually that's good. That's good to kind of put out there.
But I smoked when my GTR was in paint. Maybe it got smoked. It just sat without being used, and you just couldn't turbo mic. Like I think he got a warranty it for me because I got a new battery when I got up there, and it was just like if you flatten these things, they're done. They're just done.
Well,
which sucks because I have an Odyssey in my side by side because park it outside in the winter. Like Dead of winter, it'll start.
Yeah.
So it's cold cranking amps, baby.
Cold cranking. Pops right in. That thing is, it looks little, and you pull it out, and it's like this long. The big, like, it's a fingertip workout, move that fucker.
Yeah.
Uh,
Grip.
Anyways, what else we got for callbacks? You know what? I got a callback, actually.
What do you got?
Car Christmas. I see all these posts about people that want car, like memes and stuff about wanting car parts for Christmas. No one actually gets car parts for Christmas, right? That's never happened to me in my life.
My father, who's definitely not in the chat, he's definitely sound asleep right now.
Yeah.
1 year, bought me a ton of stuff. Who remembers German Auto Parts?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Bought me a ton of stuff off of German Auto Parts.
R.I.P. those stickers. That's why they went out of business.
Yeah, I bet.
They're-
They were like the go-to, and bought me a ton of stuff from my my Jetta, my Mark III.
But did you have a specific list that you said, I want this, 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 and this?
I don't know. I think so. But like he had just said, people ask for car parts, right? But no
Yeah.
one ever really buys them. But my father came through in the clutch, bought me a ton of car parts 1 year.
The stickers were insane. I got them. They're everywhere, dude.
Yeah.
I
I
had
still
to
have
order
pile
a
of them.
million.
Yes.
I remember this back in the day. My grandfather ordered. He got like a deal. My grandfather was a guy that couldn't turn down a deal, which is why I'm the same way, and my old man's the same way. And he got a deal on maps of the world, skids of them, right? 1989, right before the USSR fell. Dude, we had maps of the world in the warehouse for 30 years. It came to the point, I was in school studying history, and I was like, yeah, I can get you a real good map.
I get you a hell of a map.
Yeah, would you like 100,000 maps of the USSR?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I think I saw most of those at the Providence Flea Market over at Fresh Market
Probably,
on
dude.
Sundays.
I think we ended up just wrapping packages. Lisa got a Mishimoto Rad, my condolences, and a timing chain set for his Mark III. Love
There
that.
we are. What about, did anyone get any car stuff?
The only listener I followed I saw was our man Snake Neck Colton.
Mm-hmm.
His wife got him a beautiful set of taillights, I believe, for his E36 M3.
Okay.
That's
take it.
I never see it though, man. I
That's
didn't
a
even
come up.
I didn't even bother asking anymore.
My old man got me some tools, which is good. He gave
That's
me
car
a
stuff.
Full set of ratcheting wrenches, both standard and metric.
German Auto Parts is still alive.
Really?
That's what Tim says.
I thought.
So every year, my wife and mother-in-law ask me what I want for my stocking because they don't want to, they don't want to get me junk. So I go on Amazon and I always find ridiculous tools that I would never buy myself.
Yeah.
Not expensive or anything, but the hose clamp pliers that are they have an 11-foot.
Yeah,
and,
those things are
and you
sick,
just pull
dude.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got a couple of those. I got the short ones. I got the long ones. I got this. This year I bought it's like a 400-piece tiny screwdriver set, but it's every bit of
Dude, I got one of those years ago. Anytime I see a safety bit, I'm like,
Yeah.
you dumb bastard.
Yeah.
Yeah, quadruple
Watch out.
triangle. Yeah,
Yep.
I got that.
Yeah. So I was so excited when I opened that thing up.
Dude, the ones with the hex, but it's got the pin in the middle.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fuck you. Got that one.
They have the special Apple phone ones, like the
the
proprietary
little
ones.
guys?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And so my son had gotten this thing. He's like, "Oh, Dad, can you change the batteries?" I'm like, "I sure can."
Yeah.
So I unfold this thing. There is one Phillips bit in it, which is amazing. I love it. It took me about 5 minutes to find it because I'm looking through the rows of all these tiny little fucking bits. But
Dude, nothing says in over my head like opening the back of an iPhone.
that's it.
I mean, nope,
That's
I
it.
can't fix this.
Nope.
Well, you know what? It's pretty cool that German Auto Parts is still in business. I definitely went to their website at some point and it was defunct, but that was years ago.
Now it's the phone.
So yeah, that's rad.
Nick R got a car cover. That does count.
That does
Absolutely.
count.
Ian D had to buy himself a tail light because someone backed into his taco. You hate to hear it, but that counts. Tim Conner got smoke hellas for his Mark II Jetta. So I guess this is a common thing.
Yeah.
Austin got a wheel tire wall mount from my girlfriend for the garage.
All right.
Keep your girlfriend, bud.
Yep.
Once you marry her up, that's done.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
You got you get those in your garage, right? The wall tire,
I think a wheel tire wall mount, is that to display it or to just keep a bunch of shit on the wall? Because I have the one where I put 4 or 5 wheels in it, or 15K truck wheels.
the little tiny 4-inch wide ones, right?
Yeah, I've got 2 of those, the extendable ones.
Yeah,
that
those
you
things are the Jegs ones.
Yeah.
I put those in and then I realized I put my windows too close together and I can only fit 4 wheels because they're good for 8.
Yeah.
But all my windows are too close together, so hey,
I
4 it is.
got to tell you, when I put my wife has a Tiguan and she has snow tires and regular
Yeah,
tires.
'cause you're a gentleman.
Yeah. And but they're all mounted, so I'm not fucking swapping tires. I
'Cause
just
you're a
swap,
gentleman.
swap the wheels.
Absolutely.
When I put 4 of those things on one of those racks, I watch the middle of it just kind of bend
it
down,
beans out a little.
and I'm like, I wouldn't put a 5th on there.
That's the problem.
So-
The X5 wheels are so wide that I can only fit like
2 of
2.5.
Yeah.
Also, so heavy. There's some
Dude.
SSR GT10s for the daily as well. There you
Woo!
go. People buying
Someone's
these. Hey, it
treating
even counts if
themselves.
you're buying yourself a gift.
Yeah. It even counts when you buy
Hey,
yourself
as long as you
accidental
wrote from
gifts.
Santa on the tag, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Santa counts it.
That's good. Sweet. You got any callbacks?
Let's see. Hey, people seeing the new Sequoias out there? Kinder saw one.
Yep.
Those things look
Big.
serious.
Yeah, I saw the Sequoias when I was at Vegas at the Mint. They had
You saw the new boys?
the prototype. Yeah, the prototype Tundra and the Sequoia there, and it was like, whew.
I think the hotel I stayed in Vermont, they were ferrying people around. It must have been in new Sequoias. I didn't realize it was silver though.
How is it Tim Connors always has the answer to everything? So we're talking about German Auto Parts. Tim Connors in the chat said they hid for a while when ECS was trying to buy everything on the market. They still were open, but if you called, but the site's been up for a few years.
No way.
Yeah, there was
I just
definitely-
picture Gap hiding from ECS, like ducking the calls, like
No, we're not here.
yeah.
We're defunct now.
But trying to buy all the inventory and everything.
Man,
It's like when-
ECS went through the market. dude.
yeah, I mean they did the same thing when dealerships are closing out of their old inventory. They just buy everything.
Buy it all.
So now if you were
That
like you
and
couldn't go
Jesse.
to a local dealership anymore.
Jesse bought every Mark III no sunroof roof on the planet. There's still like 200 of them at the shop.
Yeah, he's got like
So we got 800 square feet over there dedicated to Mark III no sunroof roofs.
it's important when you get the rally.
If you
car,
want
know?
them, he's holding. Yeah, every time he puts it upside down, it just throws a new lid on it. It's
Yeah, I
unbelievable.
don't
Guys,
think that-
unbelievable.
I think-
Congratulations on your 53-foot truck.
I think it was
Your
smart
53-foot
thinking.
home. Jesse's the best, dude. Yeah, if you see me rolling a Wolfscart in a 53-foot
Non-commercial plated vehicle.
non-commercial plated semi, just holler at your boy. I'll honk the horn.
Yeah.
I'll pull the rip for you. Also, I got people seeing the price drops out there.
Yep.
Word is on the streets, man. There's price drops all over the internet right now on cars. All sorts of stuff. So you
Set
see 'em-
up. If you use a lot of these car buying websites, you can set up alerts.
Yeah.
You can set up alerts. You can set up your parameters, what you're looking for, when to contact you, when you should get an email. Because if not, they're going to email you a million times.
The
a day.
drops are there. You don't let the bodies hit the floor.
Let the body.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Any updates on Carvana? Have they officially announced yet? Or
Not yet.
This post brought to you by Car Gurus.
yeah.
I saw that.
Well, no, because it's a free T-shirt, dude.
You know what's
Free shirts, free shirt.
I don't care what it
you know
says.
what's interesting to me is that
This whole podcast is powered by free T-shirts, by the way.
recently Rogan's episodes have been sponsored by Carvana,
Oh, really?
and I got to think about the money they got to pay out for his
His
like
Endorsement?
like just per listen.
Yeah.
You pay per block of listen, like
Yeah.
depending on it's a short 15-second or 30-second ad, so it's not long, but still when you're looking at 2, 3, 4 to 10 million views or listens, it ain't cheap.
Lisa, and that Jesse's cab over is sick. You should see the inside. I'm probably gonna drive to his house and do an Instagram tour of it
You should.
because it is. It's
insane.
If you got land like him, you can buy whatever you want. Not because he has limitless money, just because he has limitless space for people that don't have space. And people are like, I gotta get rid of this truck; it's too big. And it's like, I got a giant 9-acre field. I'll just put it in there. Unbelievable. He's like a monk of the car world.
A month.
Dude, he's seriously just lives this like perfect like car guy life. Unbelievable.
Absolutely
Endless
true.
shout to Jesse. I haven't seen him too long.
Yeah, no, he's been in hiding. Speaking of monks,
Yeah.
He's out there, man. I gotta get.
He's
I
probably
gotta
still
sneak
driving from his house to the mailbox.
I don't even know if he's got a mailbox out there. If I'm honest, I gotta go see him. Yeah. So the price drops. Hey, keep it. If you see send us some price drop stories. Let's start. It's hunting season for the truck system.
it's
Yep.
definitely
Start
hunting
getting you
season.
something nice. Glad I bought my car right before the price drop started.
Hey, buddy, it's okay.
Hey, we needed podcast content. You know what I mean?
I don't think we were hurt that bad that week.
Wish we had a watch podcast. Tell you that much right now.
Watch podcasts.
Stay off that Chrono 24 app, boys.
Yep.
And then finally, my shameless self-promotion. If you haven't figured out what to do for New Year's, your boy is DJing at the Red Door in Providence. It's a great spot. There's no cover. Drinks.
Your boy will be there.
Corey's going to be there.
I'll be there.
I'm going to be there. Drinks and food are awesome there.
Listen, I ain't often I come out.
Yeah, Corey's going to be there till 11.
You got a hard cutoff.
But we're going to be hanging out, playing music. It's a reunion of a show I used to do for about a decade called Sweatshop. So see all those people back out there. It should be a lot of fun. I got a bunch of stickers to give out. Sweatshops. I don't have any revival shit. Josh maybe can give me some. And then I got some. We're playing till 3 a.m. God bless. It's going to be a lot of fun. So if you want to come out.
You mean one?
No, two.
Two. Oh, you two, yeah.
We'd love to see you guys there and just bullshit around on New Year's. It's the only place in town where it's not going to be amateur night. You know, this is serious party night. Love to see you out there.
Boys, I have a live update.
Okay, let's hear it.
You want to call back? This happened just right now.
Call
Right
back.
now.
When we were talking about the paddock, about the 65 bus.
Paddock
Yeah.
talk.
I had half the cargo floor was in. I just got a picture. The whole floor's in.
Who's doing this?
I can't say.
Top secret.
That's the whole floor.
It's the whole floor.
Love to see that, dude.
Yep.
Is that welded in or just sitting in place right now?
That's welded in.
Wow. Okay.
You want to go to weld that for you?
That's what I
Stitch
call
that up.
real progress.
There's progress.
That's real progress.
I just want to see Taco Dad's truck.
Yeah.
I think we all do.
That guy's one of my favorite people. Love that guy. Big shout to Tallulah's. What else we got going on? You get any more callbacks?
No more.
Blakey, you got any callbacks, buddy?
I don't, but how was your Christmas?
Dude, Christmas was
Because
killer.
you guys have, yeah, that just happened, right?
It just happened.
Yeah, it just happened.
3 days ago.
Christmas rocked. Hey, Christmas having kids around is a blast. They're little maniacs. They trashed every part of my house.
Every possible room.
Everything was trashed, and they had a lot of fun. So, yeah, Christmas was awesome. Didn't do any car stuff besides drove the taco. It was a day where it was super, super warm and rained all day.
Yep.
Like torrential downpour. And me and the kids took the taco out and just went through every giant puddle in that part of Rhode Island.
Yeah.
And it was wonderful. It looked like it had been under the sea until I took it to the Touch's car wash down the street today.
Now it looks perfect.
It doesn't even make sense. I'll put a before and after on my Instagram if I remember. It doesn't make any sense how good that thing came out.
They must have got a kick out of the puddle.
I don't
Puddle
think-
jumping.
Oh my god, the kids love driving through puddles, man. They're just trying to get me to drown that thing. Oh, it's so good. Show that to Corey. Oh,
That's a great looking. That is a fantastic looking.
dude,
Yep.
that thing is absolutely. That's one of my favorite Volkswagens.
It's very.
I
very
didn't even know
cool.
what they were called. I know what the canopy.
Does it come
God,
in
the
the
color, dude.
Yeah.
Does it have the tent that goes over the top as well?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They got bench seating in the back. You know.
No, but what's really cool about it is the way it's just like your key truck.
Yeah, it drops the sides.
The sides and the back drop
Yeah.
down flat.
What are we talking about, Blake? What's that thing called?
Double cab.
Double
the
cab.
Volkswagen
So-
double cab?
What's crazy is they made they had the single cabs.
Yep.
I had a
Which-
59.
The double cabs are pretty big too, right?
They're big,
It's a
yeah.
big
Yeah,
truck. I think
it's-
there's a flower person locally that has one.
Yeah. The single cabs back in the like late 50s, Porsche got involved and they made them wider. The actual the beds were wider so you could fit a 906 or one of the early race cars
Oh,
right
yeah.
I've
on
seen
it.
that. I've seen that. Yeah.
But it was a factory option. So people were like, "Oh yeah, you must have had them wide." No, it was like you could get them that way.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Sorry to everyone in the chat trying to see this. We don't have any tech department.
Yeah, we don't have someone to.
If we had, yeah. If this happened more often where it was just a couple of us, we'd have a computer here to run the screen, but I don't right now. So I don't know if I can put it on if I plug it in. No, because I don't have the adapter. I
Hey,
promise
listen,
we'll be
you know
more
what?
prepared next time.
We'll share it on Instagram at some point.
You know what would help us a lot, actually? More.
That's right.
Once again, I'm back, begging you for money, Bucks for the Boys. What's Bucks for the Boys? Well, Revival Motoring Podcast does not have ads at the beginning, the middle, nor the end. All we have is us asking you, if you find any value from this podcast at all, please hit us up in the value for value portion of this podcast, in which case you can go to revivalmotoring.com/B for B, where you can pick a monthly contribution for the podcast. You pick how much you want to give us per podcast, and we appreciate any of it. 25 cents a podcast, big for your boys.
25 cents a podcast would be giant.
Giant. So, just hit the mic, which is really nice. So, obviously on there, or you could go on the old PayPal.
PayPal.
Send some buckaroonies over on to info@revivalmotoring.com. Add a message. We are contractually obligated to read that message on the podcast no matter what it says,
Every time.
which we're excited to do. So, yeah, and either way, we're still going to do this podcast as we've proven because we hardly get any money from this thing. And we'll continue to do it day in, day out until the dump truck full of money comes and buys us out. But also, you can contribute in other ways. You can hit us up in the live chat, which I'm so stoked on. You guys have been like, really, it's been a blast, actually. And
Solid contribution.
we've always had a great time, but this is Blake's here, so it must have invigorated the chat room. And
There it
that's-
is.
that is Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. You can pop in there around 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and we guarantee to interact, and we love having you guys in there. You can also hit us up with any leads or funny shit on our emails or to the Instagram account for Revival Motoring. I'm Chuck Who at Insta. Corey's
Corey.si.
Corey.si. Josh is Revival Josh. And then obviously a big help is forcing people to listen to the podcast and forcing them to like it, not letting them leave the basement until they do, telling people about the podcast, and also leaving a review, whether it just be a 5-star on the Spotify or a 5-star on Apple with a hilarious written review. We appreciate all of it. We appreciate the ones that are translated into Russian. So now we're the biggest Russian automotive podcast.
We're doing well in the Russian market.
In Providence. So, yeah, that's kind of bucks for the boys. We do have a way of rating our previous episode.
We certainly do.
We call this bucks per listen.
We do call it the BPL, and that currently that BPL is staying at a steady 13 cents per listen. 13 cents last week. 13 cents this week.
That
I'm
sounds.
gonna come.
That's rocks solid.
What do we think next week's gonna be? I'm thinking it's gonna be on 13 cents as well.
With Blake being here, we're hitting 14.
We're hitting 14.
Gotta
We're
hit
hitting
14.
Now, my quick aside for the B for B was
Yes.
that a few of the podcasts I listen to on the regular have spoken out about advertisers
Yep.
pulling advertisement from their shows because of the content on the shows.
Fuck them.
That's what I'm saying.
Fuck them.
And so now they're forced to replace these like just like verbal ads, like we would have fun doing the Manscaped ones, the hot sauce ones,
with provided?
with pre-recorded, provided like bullshit ads.
I know I've mentioned. Fuck them. I know I've mentioned this multiple times before, but it's not a secret. With the B for B, we are only accountable to you.
Yeah.
If we offend you, you never come back. We get it. We fucked up. But we can call anything we want, and talk bullshit this whole time, and we don't have advertisers pulling. We are only cancelable by you guys, and we appreciate everybody that contributes. Everybody that listens, even that doesn't contribute. We just let people know,
Because the listen counts as well.
Listen counts as well. Also, well, it counts against, actually, if you don't. Whatever.
We're not here to do math, Chuck.
We're not
Keep
here
moving
to do
on.
that, boys. Corey, do we have any reviews or messages?
We don't have any new reviews. However, I did check, and we are up on the Spotify as well. So people are leaving those 5-star reviews on Spotify. They can't write anything, but I see that number go up.
We appreciate that.
We're still at a solid 5 stars, which is greatly appreciated.
I think at the current time, we don't have any new merch. We do have new coffees on the website, correct?
New coffees are on the website.
We have one called Bean Water, one called Midnight. What's the other one?
I'm gonna actually get some.
We have 3 different roasts. There's a man who doesn't understand bean water at all. We have a light, medium, and dark roast.
Yep.
I'm gonna get some hard facts.
I've been told it's excellent even by my wife.
Yeah.
My wife.
All right, let's get some hard facts here. We've got the Jumpstart,
Jumpstart.
12-ounce bagged coffee.
Let's go.
We've got the Clutch Kick
Yep.
bagged coffee.
The Mike Lynch.
The Mike Lynch. And we have the Midnight Dark Roast.
Ooh, sounds dark.
12-ounce bagged coffee.
Sounds stormy, dude.
And you can do whole bean.
You do
right?
bean or
Yeah.
grinded.
Bean.
We
Ain't
can
nothing
do-
wrong with a little bean and
We can
grinded.
do bean and grinded. We can also do, if you go on the website, you can also get a Drivers Club crew neck in either black or light steel, which is a nice gray
Is
color.
that the
honestly.
with the purple hanging head on the back?
Purple, like
that.
Japanese-looking head thing there?
Love that. I got one of those. Only gray one.
It looks like we're pretty strong on sizes as I click through them. Different colors, different sizes there. So go check that out. Those are rad. Little small print on the front, big print on the back.
Love that one. Yeah,
Very,
I wore that
very
one all
cool.
over the place. I actually wore that in an extremely nice child's toy store when I was in Salt Lake. Got a lot of looks.
A lot of looks.
Lot of looks.
And we also have a handful of random stickers. So if you need some stickers for your toolbox, maybe some of your car stuff, projects, whatever you need, jump on there.
People often ask me, Chuck, hey, why do you guys sell coffee as an automotive podcast? I don't fucking know, but
You
it
know,
works.
I find
It's because of our early morning donut meets.
that coffee has become more popular in the automotive scene.
Yeah.
And
If-
we're just...
No, it'd
If someone combined the two things, cars and coffee,
be unbelievable.
imagine.
It'd be wild.
I'll tell you, the amazing part is 1 out of 3 of us knows about coffee. Right? We couldn't even do a coffee podcast.
I don't think any of us know.
Josh probably doesn't know either, does he?
No, I think Josh is very open that he doesn't know a bunch about coffee.
But we got
But
a
the
guy.
person
We got a guy.
who takes care of the coffee for us knows everything.
He knows a whole lot, man. That podcast was
obviously been on John's
unbelievable.
I
podcast.
don't know the episode, but he was on John's podcast. So if you search through the category there, I'm sure we can get that. But it was a very interesting, and I listened to it just for the sake of understanding what we were dishing out.
What other Breakfast for the Boys stuff do we have? If we have messages, we don't know about it.
Josh did not forward any messages, so we'll have to follow up with them next week.
No messages.
Just get some numbers, beat for beat. But the main thing I wanted to bring up is that, I mean, I'm listening to these podcasts, which admittedly are way larger than us, and, I mean, they're getting
a lot of guys out there larger than
ads
us.
pulled because of the content, which they're talking about, which, to be honest with you, they're not talking about anything crazy.
I honestly don't know how you can depend. Just as someone who understands what you get paid for ads,
Yeah.
I don't get how it's survivable. Even at a grand scale, the numbers really aren't. Unless you're
When it's at a
hundreds
grand
of million.
scale, we'll talk about it, and it's like, it's staggering what people get paid. Now I get why there's so many.
I know certain podcasts with value for value with 1 million listeners.
Yeah.
And it's working.
Yeah.
Episode 93, Justin Enos is the coffee episode
Justin
on
Enos.
topics.
So Topics on the Stairs, episode 93.
This is the man who knows about our coffee and is helping us conquer the world of coffee.
Conquer the world.
So I have a question about
Bucks for
like
the Boys?
no, like the rating systems on podcasts, right?
Yep.
Does it ever reset?
What do you mean?
What do you
Like, so if I gave a 5-star review,
Mm-hmm.
do I ever have an opportunity to go back and give it another 5-star review?
Under
Or is it a
different
lifetime?
username.
Yeah, you gotta keep-
Right, but
you
it's a
gotta start new.
lifetime assignment, right?
Yeah.
I think so, which
So-
does not seem right.
Which because
you can go back and edit.
Oh, you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can go back and edit. Well,
Because what if like so? The way it should work is if you gave someone a 2 and you still listened, and then you're like, oh shit, they took my advice and they made a better podcast. Now I want to give them a 3.
It's a great question.
I mean, I'm just thinking of it from like the advertisement side of things, right? Like,
Yeah.
because that's what matters to advertisers. Like, what are your ratings?
Yeah. What do we? I'm actually, what we found out is that doesn't matter
It-
at
no,
all.
no, well, that's what I was gonna say.
Not
Based
even
on what you're
slightly.
saying,
Not even
that
slightly.
no, it's if you say fuck.
There's only one thing that matters to them if they're going to pay you, and that's a number. And they just want to see how many people it's going to get in front of.
That's why we appreciate you guys.
And that's why it's so easy for them to take it away.
That's why it's so easy for us to keep chugging along.
Because there's no
not making
context
anything.
involved with advertisers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's pretty
It's
much
just a
Bucks for
number.
the Boys. Revivalmotoring.com/B4B. We appreciate all you guys. It's massive to keep the lights on, and we're not joking. That's what does it.
That's definitely.
Also, the fact that I pay the electric bill, but it's fine.
Yeah.
69.
There
All
we
right.
are.
Where are we going? Ooh. It's time for you to hit another button, Blake. I'm really dialing that in.
That was loud.
I think I've said it before, Chuck. I didn't know that was live.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I just
honestly-
thought it was part of the button.
Dude, when the sound comes on, I black out. I just go for it.
And
Just
magic
happens.
happens,
It's the
yeah.
only time I can harmonize my whole life. It's unbelievable. I got news, boys.
What do you got?
New news. Tesla used car prices going down fast. Tell you that much, boys. I mean, so is everything else, but Tesla's outpacing the market, and it was previously seen as immune because you could buy a new Tesla and sell it for more than you paid for it once you get on the list. That was the thing. You could flip Teslas, assholes, but you could flip Teslas. And now used Teslas are in dealer inventories for 50 days as opposed to the average for everything else, which is 38 days. So that's not good. Lots of people flipping them, making good money, and now it's a go on.
So where are these used cars listed? Because I did see this headline, and I went actually directly to Tesla's used car thing. Those prices have not come down.
No, and I think they're the ones that are going to hold it for a while, but nearly a third of the used Teslas on lots right now are 2022 models up for resale.
And you know what else is going down? Is their stock.
Yeah.
Real bad.
And Cars.com actually doesn't have Teslas on it, if I remember correctly. So you gotta see what what website can you check for?
I don't know. I should have looked into where they're pulling the numbers. My man Elon is blaming it on interest rates. I'm
Oh,
blaming
actually,
it on Elon.
that's a total lie. I'm just should look on a computer and not on a phone. Cars.com does have Teslas. God, I'm full of shit today.
But Tesla was saying they could drop prices to sustain growth, but sell the cars for less money, which is a bad thing to say when you're selling cars before you drop the
Because
price.
what are they down there? They're down to like a $7,500 discount. The way they kind of finagle it.
He was saying something about make less money but sell more cars to keep the growth up and going. I'd love for that to happen because I am a Tesla stock owner and it is not good out there.
Nope.
But yeah,
Good time to buy.
Their prices down. I mean, this just proves one thing.
Actually, we'll back up what you just said. I'm just going to scroll down just of what came up here within 50 miles. Model 3 only. $2,436 price drop. $2,000 price drop. $3,000 price drop. $1,913 price drop. $3,999 price drop. $600 price
yes,
drop.
they're selling for more than new.
$657, $1,000.
Don't have to wait.
Yep.
And
So-
I mean, flippers suck. They fuck up all sorts of markets.
Look at this thing here. 2022 Model 3 long range, 3,000 miles on it, $3,000 price drop.
Imagine
It's on
being
Martha's Vineyard.
Imagine-
I mean, what the fuck are you gonna do with this thing? What are you gonna do with this thing?
you're fucked. Imagine being the kind of person that flips Teslas.
The seller,
Yeah.
Portnoy.
Oh my god, being a guy that flips Teslas is gonna be the most annoying person on earth.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just buy them new and flip them, dude.
Wow, this thing. So
Look at
actually,
the
this is cool because I personally, when I go look for cars, I always use cars.com. I know that people use other stuff. It gives you like a deal gauge, whatever. The average market price for this specific car and this mileage is about $62,000, with this thing being $12,000 under that. So now at 50 grand, now you know, hey, I gotta see this thing has come down a few $1,000s. Hold on to a little bit longer.
I just in my mind don't want to use Tesla.
That's my problem. Why would I not want to buy a used Tesla? But I would jump on a car, like an internal combustion engine car with 3,000 miles on it that dropped that much in value. I'd be like, I got to go buy it right now.
I don't even not want a Tesla. I just don't want to use Tesla. I don't know
No,
why.
that's my thing. Like, why
It's
don't I
weird.
want to use
Why don't
Tesla?
I want to use Tesla?
It's like, I don't want to use cell phone.
Absolutely not. I'll buy a used watch. Don't want to
Buy
use
used
Tesla.
watch.
I'll buy a used gas car all day long.
All day
I don't
long.
want to use Tesla. Why don't I want to use Tesla?
Don't know. Can't figure it
They
out. I
have
feel the same
they
way.
carry the warranty, right?
You know, so I don't, because I hear about like the weird one-off like horror stories of like a blacklisted car and all this stuff.
Right.
So I don't. How do you make sure this is one that you're going to be able to have worked on at a normal Tesla dealership?
I don't know. That's why I don't want one.
Yeah.
Maybe they can put a little more education out in the market. Them not having a public relations department at all doesn't help that.
Yeah. Or maybe, hey guys, it's cool to like, it's okay to buy a used car. Like I don't.
Yeah, I don't know. There's something about you give me a couple-year-old Tesla. Hell no.
There's.
I just feel like it's someone that abused the battery somehow.
There's 115 used Model 3s for sale within 50 miles of here.
Rhode Island. No money out here either.
This
115 of them.
zip code.
That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't.
And I mean, Jesus, 25 of those miles. They're not in those. They're not in those miles.
It's 25 miles. There's none.
Yeah. Let's see. I want to see. Yeah. I
They're
don't know.
all in Barrington.
Exactly.
Wow. I mean, 2020 Model 3 Performance.
Yeah.
$4,000 price drop.
How much is it?
$47,000.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Any plaids?
Oh, let's see. Actually,
Played. Let me get a plate.
let's go Model S. Let's see what we got here. Model S. Wow, there's so many. Plaid, 6 of them. 6 for sale within 50 miles of here.
That's crazy.
105,000,
Lot of
112,000, 150,000.
Not priced. But what's funny is, so you bring up like Tesla flippers, right? And I know like during the pandemic when people couldn't get cars and all that, and people were just hoarding new cars and then selling them for that. I am so excited to think that those people just got fucked in the
Oh my
last
God.
6 months. Like,
The excitement is real, dude.
yeah, I'm in this like there's an Audi Facebook thing, and I'm always looking at RS6s. Not that I could ever buy one, but I like to
Not with
see.
that attitude.
Hey, it's great to look.
It is. Well, yeah. After Scott explained the start stop, I was like, even if I could buy one, I don't know if I would. Yeah. But they I saw some guy, he ABT built a custom RS6. They built 125 around the world.
Yeah.
And this guy comes on, it's got 21,000 miles, and he goes, There's 2 available for sale in the world, Italy and Austria right now, for over 200K. If you don't have 200K, don't call me. And I'm like, this guy right here.
There's your guy.
I mean, I don't know what that car was new. I don't think they're selling them for 200K, but
It's just like an
Well,
ABT
just because it's
kitted
listed
car.
for
it's
200K.
yeah. I think it's got I don't even know how you get bigger brakes. It's got wheels. It's got an aero package on it. It might have a
don't know
tune or
how
something.
you could get bigger brakes in that car.
No,
They're enormous.
Hey,
yeah,
what
that's
do you
it.
take them off?
What's that?
What are they building it for? If they're bigger.
Yeah.
What are they building those for?
Yeah, I mean, this Model Y is for sale, but I don't know. I don't know what that is. Why do I have that feeling that I would not buy a used Tesla over?
I don't know. I'm the same way. I am also the same way with Blake. I love the fact that some people were like hoarding new stuff. Like, you know, I bought a bunch of TRXs and now we're stuck with a bunch of them.
Yeah.
It's the best.
Also, this is the
It's a
most
dream.
satisfying. I've called this dealership out before. Imperial Ford. Fuck you guys. It's just like there's now like they got a used Tesla, a Model Y, like $5,000 price drop. These guys are the guys that are getting fucked because they were buying cars from other dealerships at MSRP and relisting them for $10,000, $15,000 to $20,000 over to try and sell them
There you go.
to make a crazy markup.
Don't like that
And
at
now
all.
they've got inventory sit on their lot.
You know what you won't get off them? A Bronco Raptor.
You know what won't bother them? Me being upset about it. It is what it is.
No, that's how it goes. Yeah, I love the fact that some of these people are getting stuck with this stuff, but none of them are the homies. You know what I mean?
No,
The homies
because
aren't doing that.
no, I just love knowing that all of their money is tied up in a car that they're losing money on owning it every day.
Perfect.
It's
just
wonderful.
perfect. It's
Yeah,
beautiful.
because every day it gets a little bit older.
Yeah, and their money could have made money elsewhere,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but they just wanted to screw the market.
Should have bought firewood.
Yep.
Everybody knows.
Firewood, but a property.
Anything.
Watch.
Watch.
Sporting supplies.
Sporting supplies.
Yep. Easier to keep.
Easy. Way easier to keep.
Way easier to keep.
Helps you keep other stuff.
Speaking of high interest cars,
High interest cars.
2025 Chevy Equinox
Equinox.
spied for the first time. No, it was a good news week.
Who
'Cause-
noticed an Equinox driving around?
one that looks like this. Someone was like, "The fuck is this thing?" I don't even know they still made this thing. I don't even know what's going in it. I don't really care.
It
It's
looks just like an SUV.
Yeah.
It was.
Um,
I'd
As
imagine.
for the power, our sources
yeah.
haven't heard anything about engine choices.
Sources familiar with the matter?
Tim
How-
Connors.
Used vibrator. Yeah, see, same thing. Another thing you wouldn't buy used.
Tim Connors gets a used Tesla is like a used vibrator. That's rough, but
Why?
makes
Or-
sense. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe I
Whole
gotta
thing's crazy.
maybe I gotta reassess.
Jesse J. What is he? He's on a Model 3 right now. He had a Model Y,
Yeah.
blue Model Y, and got he's got a red Model 3. I think it.
Just buying them new.
Either that or I have him. I have it backwards. But yeah, he's a Tesla guy. He brought us the Wawa all the way from Maryland.
Yeah, I know he's the best.
He's the best guy.
Do you
The
think
Chevy
it's...
Equinox could drive around without camouflage, by the way.
Yeah,
That one's
no,
good
no,
enough.
no,
no.
I-
Also, 2025, you guys are planning this far ahead for the Chevy Equinox.
Yeah, big launch.
Caliente.
It could be a 1.5 liter 4-cylinder making 175 horsepower.
Okay, hold on to your underpants. dude.
This is the ultimate rental car.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, Hertz is losing their shit about that. Like, oh my god, new Equinoxes.
Let's order 10,000 of them. Oh my god.
Do you think? Do you think the Tesla thing? Sorry, I'm still stuck on the
No,
used
it's
Tesla.
fine. This is good content. This is good.
Do you think it's because, like, while we were growing up, everyone's fear was like electronics and used cars? Like, you know, if you think about like as cars started to get more advanced, it's like, oh fuck, I don't want a car out of warranty because if my head unit goes, it's $5,000.
Yeah.
Right.
Just the thought of what would be involved in a repair for a Tesla.
Yeah, and I think
Anything. I don't know what their warranty's like, but like the entire car is a fucking computer.
Yeah, isn't the thing about them is they don't need a lot of repairs?
I would-
The whole
I would
deal with electric
think,
shit.
but-
Yeah, I don't know. They're the market leader in electric cars, and as I said, they don't really have a PR department. They don't have any press stuff. So, like, at some point, they're going to have to address it,
Yeah.
Well, they
right?
have
To
to-
get rid of the fear of buying a used one. Because
Maybe in
you're
a
not
tweet.
going to sell new ones forever, and the best way to get into like a Porsche, right? The
Yeah.
best way to get into a new Porsche to lure someone into one is to buy a used one. That was
Yeah.
their whole thing. Same thing. If you buy a Model 3 a couple years old, you can get it for 10, 15 grand off, and you love it. Your next car is going to be a new one, or a leased one, or a
It's
newer used
100%
one.
accurate.
You're going to keep moving them.
And the thing is that like you buy like for example, you do buy a used cell phone. There's an IMEI number that you can search, right? And that'll give you, hey, is this phone stolen? Is it whatever? Is it usable? Whatever it might be. Is it possible you can like submit a VIN number to Tesla? Just be like, get the clear, like, hey man, I'm good to buy this.
I don't know what can go wrong.
We don't know what
honestly,
could
with
go
them.
wrong either, but you hear about it all the time when people buy it from a used car dealer, and Tesla's like, we didn't sell that. We're not.
Yeah.
Like, you bought that from an unauthorized used car dealer, so we will no longer service
I
it.
think that's what it is too. It's Tesla mad at me because I bought this from Imperial Ford.
Yeah.
It's Tesla mad at me because I bought this from a Hyundai dealer. You know what I
Exa-
mean? Like,
literally, exactly.
is that a thing?
Yeah.
You know who can address it? Tesla,
Yeah.
because they don't have a good way to reach out about it.
Yeah.
So if they were just like straight up like, hey, used Teslas are great, enjoy them.
If they had like a little thing on their website where you could just like copy and paste the VIN number in and be like, give you a green check mark or a red X,
Yeah.
and you're like,
I go buy a used 911 tomorrow, like an idiot. And
For
not
sure.
worry about it because anybody can fix it. They're independent. And you know why? Because there's independent guys that can fix them.
exactly.
And there isn't independent guys that fix Teslas.
It's independent body shops that can repair them for
Yeah.
paint. That's it.
Yeah, but if you can't just take it to the garage down the street.
No.
And what year did Tesla start like really having like mass produced cars here?
2009?
Yeah, 8 or 9, I think.
All right. So it's been about 10 years. I mean, I don't know if you think about the battery life of a used car, you don't really know what.
Yeah, how's the battery life on those 8s and 9s? I know it was way less range anyway
Yeah.
than the old stuff. But
So like, okay, you figure those cars are 11, 12 years old. You're probably going to have a battery plan in mind
Yeah.
to replace it at some
it's
point.
like
or
buying a
whatever.
house with an old septic, you
Yeah,
know?
that's it. But 120K battery,
flush toilet
drive
paper.
warranty, mile be sold before that. I don't know how used warranty works.
125 battery. Okay, so Jesse J just followed up. 120,000 battery and drivetrain warranty.
That's fucking
Well,
insane.
yeah.
That's for the original owner.
Yeah, but
that's
It
fucking-
looks like.
that's
Is that
fucking bananas.
is
Yeah.
that transferable?
Yeah.
I
good
did
enough.
If that's transferable,
There's
Sounds
used,
great. Go to
there's
buy one.
used
Right.
warranties through Tesla if you buy a used Tesla from Tesla, and it's a good warranty. But I don't know what happens if you buy it because Raw Dog one.
And now, I mean, so you add the cost of a used warranty from Tesla on an already used car that's more expensive than a new car.
Right.
right now.
How does
I
that?
think the
Yeah.
Not
discount
right
would
now.
have to be significant on a used one to buy it.
Yeah.
And there has to be some type of reassurances. Or else you're just going to get stuck with it. I mean, people must buy used Teslas all the time. If you have, reach out. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
Not for if you bought a used Tesla from Tesla, I'd love to hear it. But especially if you bought a used Tesla from like the Hyundai dealer, I'd love to like what goes on.
Well,
I
that
just
one,
imagine
that
the-
one down in Middletown, probably they've got a right next to the Bentleys is all the
How
Teslas.
is
Oh,
that
that's
buying
good.
experience?
I just imagine you'd buy it and like the screen would just be like, yeah, you can't use the screen anymore. You're a dirty slob that bought it from a Hyundai dealer.
Well, it's like you hear about, okay, a guy buys a car, and that car was originally purchased with full autopilot, whatever, they're
Oh, yeah.
full self-driving,
Not
right?
anymore.
And then Tesla finds out, okay, there's a different owner now, no more full self-driving.
Yeah.
What is it, $12,500 or something?
Yeah, it's a
Option,
ton
just
of money now.
gone.
Yeah.
Poof.
So in a way, it's like, it's both Tesla and the resellers like shooting themselves in the foot on like moving these cars along.
Yeah, it's not good for the non-franchise Tesla resellers.
Yeah.
Definitely not good.
Yeah.
Because
Not
there's
good for
no
anyone.
like,
if I was a random whatever BMW dealership,
I wouldn't even
would
take
be
the
like,
car.
No fucking way. I
Nope.
don't want it.
We don't take them.
yeah,
we don't
you
take
go
them.
trade it into Tesla, you bring your money that you get from them back here.
Yep.
Yeah.
In fact, I can ask my buddy at BMW how they deal with them.
So
Yeah.
Because I've seen them used there.
this was a long time ago when I worked at the dealership. I was in finance, and it was the gas prices had just spiked, and we had people coming in with like diesel trucks and SUVs and huge Suburbans, and they wanted to trade them in for a more economical car. And we would tell them, like, listen, we can't even take that car in because they were so upside down because the market tanked so hard on them. People coming in with like $80,000 Tahoes, and we're like, I mean, the book says it's worth 35. I mean, I'm not even giving you a number. I'm telling you what the book says, but we won't even take it in.
Yeah.
So you just have to turn them away.
Imagine having that conversation. That's not a good Chuck System day.
That's That's
You don't
a
hold long enough.
tough pill to swallow. All right, so
Yeah.
the dealership that actually, wait, he's got 7 right
Yeah.
now.
Who?
The BMW dealership.
Do they really? It's 7? I'll ask.
The
I'll ask when I talk
7
to him.
Well, there's 3 of them photographed that I know that are definitely on his property. So let's start there.
I should text him right now.
And But okay, 2021 Model 3 Performance Sedan, 12,000 miles on it, 56 grand.
And put it in my phone to ask him.
Original MSRP 64. I think that baby needs to come down like another
Oh, it's his day off tomorrow.
6 or 7 grand.
I'm asking next
Also, a
Tuesday.
white interior. I mean, what are we doing? White interior. Why is that even a thing?
It's one or two interior colors.
It should just be black. What are you gonna do with a white on white car?
I've been a guy with a white
Wow.
interior
Yeah.
before. Crazy.
Yeah. So this is and I was gonna kind of see if I didn't have the details, and I'm happy he threw them in here. The reason why he got rid of his Model Y is exactly what he had just said. He had said a Toyota dealer bought his Y for $13,000 more than he paid.
crazy.
And that was a dealership. That wasn't an individual person. That wasn't a flipper. That wasn't even him trying to move it along. It was just like, okay. I mean, who's in their
I'm
mind?
not going to say no to 13K
That's
over.
exactly. Who's gonna
Yeah.
say no to
Let's
13
just buy
grand?
another one if you like it that much.
Yeah. It's hard for me to kind of get past that feeling of like, I need this like Tesla buying experience. And it's not Tesla exclusively because like I wouldn't buy a Mach-E. Used. I see now I feel different though because I can walk into Tasker Ford, you know. Oh, I don't know, but I don't know. I wouldn't buy a Mach-E from anyone else besides a Ford dealership.
Right. Right.
And there's no Tasker Tesla.
Yeah.
You know, like it's
Yeah.
not like but there's like that, like I said, like Imperial Ford selling a Tesla. Like it's not like any other dealership or like Greco or anyone else has a Tesla dealership.
Right. And to Jesse's point, this is exactly why Tesla's in the situation they're in.
Yeah.
If they paid $13,000 over what he paid,
Yeah.
and it sounds like he got into a new car,
He got into a brand new Model 3.
right, which he may have paid over MSRP, but
No.
So,
I think he
it-
just paid what it is.
either way, right. So now they own this car, this used car, for so much money.
So
No wonder
much.
it's on the lot for fucking months.
So much money.
yeah.
It's a tough thing to get past, and we're seeing kind of that market shift and change. And it's interesting. Like I said, I mean, like I talked about before, there's a few cars that I got my eye on that I'm watching. But I mean, this is definitely something we're seeing be affected. This Model 3 sedan, this one here, 36 grand. This is a 2020 Model 3 with 37,000 miles on it.
36 grand.
36 grand.
Sounds like the deal of a lifetime.
It was originally 50 grand. White on black. It depends what it is, though. It's just this thing's only 271 horsepower. I've driven one of these things. It's definitely not.
Nah, it's rear drive, I bet.
Oh, okay.
So it's not dual motor.
That makes sense. This is battery warranty. Okay.
Well, we drove, Gregor's was just a normal 2-drive one. It was fine.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It was very okay. But having driven the one in LA, it'd be hard to be like, I don't want that.
One in LA.
Yeah.
What a car.
That was good.
What
Great
was
car.
that?
A lot of cars.
We
It was
rented a Tesla.
Yeah, but was it a
Reversed.
dual motor?
Dual motor, yeah.
Yep. Model 3 long range.
We were long range and all over the place on that thing.
White, black interior. It was a great car.
We
I
talked about how
loved it.
great it is to rent one, because you can just drain the battery and just bring it back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't
there's
have to give a
no.
shit.
It's not like a gas thing. It's show up and there you go.
There you go.
Here's your drivable cell phone back.
I'd be-
Congratulations.
Having never driven one,
Yeah.
I think renting one would be a scary experience
Nope.
because I wouldn't even know what the fuck to do when I needed to charge it.
No,
It's totally fine.
It's
Here's
literally
what's going to happen. If
self-explanatory.
you're going to run one, you're going to be like, okay, these things are really cool.
That's exactly what I was.
Yeah, but like, so obviously I know the car's smart enough to tell you when you need to charge it.
Right.
Do you just find a charging station somewhere and then?
Well, we were in Southern California, so they
So
were
they're
everywhere.
just- yeah,
But
everywhere.
also,
If you were in
it's-
like Kansas, might be an issue.
it's smart enough
Shout
to
out to
know
Kansas.
that as it's getting low, it will say, "Hey, you need to charge soon. Here are some chargers in your area."
Yeah,
Got
here's
it.
a bunch
Okay.
of places you can charge.
Got
Also,
it.
Nick
Okay.
Lart, yes, a Tesla can be so fast. It is electric. It's not boring.
Yeah, actually, absolutely. Maybe boring looking on the outside, but when you drive one, it's a lot of fun.
Even just in like mundane, like I'm just driving in traffic, it was just like enjoyable to be in there.
the cockpit must be like a video game. Like,
You know, you get so used to it, you don't even see that screen anymore.
yeah,
It
interesting.
just disappears.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, it is surprisingly fun. I mean, it's not surprising because they're so popular.
Yeah.
They're fun to drive.
It was very cool, but it's not. It's you'd figure it out in like
That's
a
the thing.
second.
Like, that's a problem. I don't think it's the Tesla that's boring about them. Because like, I see a Mustang Mach-E, I'm like, yeah, that's fine, whatever.
Yeah.
I'd never seen an electric car, and I'm like, whoa! I guess I see
That Hyundai thing, I still
the
Oh,
Hyundai
yeah,
things I
yeah.
see. I'm like, oh, it's a Blade Runner car. That's
Ioniq
cool.
5 or whatever it is.
But I don't want one.
No,
I just think it's cool looking.
Yeah, I
But
just think it's a cool
Blade Runner
exercise.
cool.
Yeah,
But it's like everything in that electric car. Like BMW put some video out with Supercar Idiot about the new XM electric super truck thing, and I was just like, yeah, I don't care.
yeah, it doesn't matter to me.
Just don't care.
Yeah.
I don't want it. I don't care. Not that I don't like electric cars. Just like nothing's made me care about them yet. As I said, driving the Tesla's cool as hell, but like, I don't really want one. I mean, I certainly could have bought one instead of my truck.
It did give me the feeling that this is something I would definitely be interested in owning after driving that one. That we
Yeah, it'd be great to own around town, go to work every day in for all the bullshit.
I was gonna say, like
Shit
for Corey,
stuff.
for your specific example, you work close to home.
Yep.
Yeah, charge it once a year. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, like for you, the whole idea of it is appealing.
I think my round trip is like 7 miles.
Yeah, I mean, you would, I mean, you just bomb around all day. You wouldn't have to. You would never have to worry about it.
Yeah.
In theory, right?
Yeah, for someone who drives a lot, say you drive, 100 to 150 miles a day, or 60, because there's a lot of people I talk to like, oh, I drive 60 miles one way or 100 something miles round trip or whatever it might be.
And I'm sure it would be fine. It would just have to be more thought out, especially because the infrastructure, the way it's set up now, or not set up.
we go over this a lot. That the thing people don't factor into some of this charge stuff on Teslas is like, you basically always plug it in at night.
Yeah.
So it's like starting every day with a full tank of gas.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know anybody that does that.
Right.
You know what
right,
I mean?
Right.
Who fills up gas every day? Nobody. So like, the idea of having it at your house, like 90+% of your driving is totally fine.
Having
Because
the
you're
gas
driving
pump at
around
your
with
house.
300 miles, like.
Right.
But
That's
if you're
true.
gonna I go to the hill once a week. If you're gonna do that, that's where you're gonna be like, now I have to plan it out. But other than that, it's literally like starting every day with a full tank of gas.
Yeah.
Unless you don't charge it.
Yeah, for some reason you don't plug it in.
But I don't think it's not gonna really cost you more to charge it every night. You're gonna have one
Yeah.
long charge or a bunch of small charges. So it's
Yeah.
from that perspective. Like if we had to go to Pepe's and get Tesla's charged, let's go.
Yeah.
Get home, charge it up. Nothing changes. So that's the thing, and I think it was a Harry Metcalf video that made me realize that. Him being like, yes, just like every day, it's always has a full tank of gas. Like, so I think that's cool as hell. Yeah, see, Jesse J, I've used public charging once in the past month. I totally get that.
yeah.
Yeah.
The only time you have to use public charging is when you're on road trips. And you can see now, and this goes back into my favorite thing, gas stations.
Neon.
And convenience stores. You can see the convenience stores. You see the new Neon Marts, which are genius, that have pizza ovens, make your own sandwich, bullshit around here for a while. And what do they have? They have 20 Tesla chargers outside. Because what are they getting ready for? When they're not selling much gas anymore.
Yeah,
And it's a destination. You can easily burn a half an hour there. And with the way Tesla just released, which is in news, but I didn't talk about it, that you can play Steam games on their computers in the car while you're charging. Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like that. That's why you're seeing nice convenience stores being put up, because everybody's getting. There has to be a reason to stop that's not gas now.
Volkswagen put out this whole like prototype rendering of what their future gas station of like Charge America would be and look like, and it was all based around like in something to do while you're there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
while you wait for your car to get charged. But even then, when we were stopped for, from like nothing charging it,
15 minutes, man.
Yeah.
20 minutes.
It's not
It
a
was
long
like ready to
time.
go.
Yeah, but you
And
guys were on.
then the app's like, hey, your car's ready.
yeah,
But like, so you guys were on vacation, right?
driving
Or-
a lot.
Driving a lot, but time is different when you're on vacation. Like for rental, right? Like
Yeah.
15 minutes. Like if you're getting ready to go to work in the morning,
Yeah,
you're like,
I don't
oh,
have 15 minutes. Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's not even a thing. It's not like an anti-Tesla thing. It's just like it's a curious mindset that people are gonna have to adopt.
Yeah, well, but that goes back to you can charge at home.
Yeah, right.
Well, the
And
thing is, yeah, exactly. And then when you're going on these long trips, most of the time, if you're going on a 300-mile drive, you're planning ahead. So you're
Yeah.
I got to throw 20 minutes in.
Right.
But also, if
Let
you,
me find the nicest place to stop on the way.
if you put that into the GPS on the Tesla, it says, "Hey, here's your charging spot.
Yep.
Or here's where you're gonna need to
Yeah.
figure it out." My biggest gripe is their UI for audio is like should just be either Apple CarPlay or Android Auto.
They're never gonna let that happen.
No.
Did you guys find that the actual time or mileage was accurate? Like, how was it? Was there a delta between when it says you need to charge versus what you
I think
saw?
it was all right.
I think it was pretty accurate.
Okay.
In
Yeah.
the
I'm
Canyons,
just,
in the Canyons, it fucked up because you're going uphill the whole time, and then you come downhill, it's recharging. So
Yeah, well, we talked about when I
Yeah,
did Angeles Crest, how much I used and how much I regen on the way back. Like that's definitely accurate. But as I'm driving, if it says, what I found is like I put something on the GPS at 70 miles. By the time I got there, I used about 70 miles of that charge. So
okay. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. I was just curious because
I don't want to say it was 1 for 1, but
Right.
it was very close. It's
Yep.
not like it was 70 miles and I used 100 something miles of the charge. You know.
And hopefully there's a dummy switch built in there, like in gas cars when you get to the
Yeah.
gas light on and you have 0 miles left, but there's an extra. You really have like 5-10 miles.
I think that's them telling you, hey, here's a charger.
Yeah.
I like you could definitely get in trouble on like Angeles Crest and go for that road that I always go for. That's not a road.
The one I went for as well?
Yep.
Yep.
And be like, I gotta get out of here right now.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's our endless Tesla
Tesla
news.
corner.
It's not
Yeah.
really news.
Yeah, just it was good to get us away from the Chevy Equinox.
The only other thing I have for news wise, and I've seen it again and again, there's lots of talk there about hydrogen coming up. I see it in news from time to time. We've spoken about Toyota investing. We talked about Young Ben exploding a hydrogen gas station if he ever had to fill up. And now Stellantis is going to invest in hydrogen. Stellantis, formerly Doge and all those guys, the Italian company. FCA, just announced their intention to invest in Symbio, a company specializing in hydrogen-powered mobility. Stellantis will join existing shareholders Ferruccia and Michelin. So they're getting into the hydrogen game. They already have a hybrid Wrangler. That's their thing right now, but they're diversifying their portfolio. And it seems that hydrogen is somehow getting legs again. The thing about hydrogen cars is every time you hear about them, they're 5 years away and they never show up. But I think there are a lot of people looking elsewhere from electric now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I
see
think
the Tesla stock crash.
alternative fuel sources is definitely the way of the future.
Hydrogen, the exhaust is water vapor.
I do
Who
think
knows what kind of messed up greenhouse effect that's going to cause, but let's ignore that for a minute.
It's interesting, like Michelin's investment side of it. I'd be curious to see because what were they filling tires with for a while? Nitrogen. Like, remember,
Yeah.
couldn't you get like nitrogen-filled tires?
Big air, yeah.
Yeah, and like clearly they have a pulse on. I don't know
something.
that shit. You know,
Yeah.
like I don't know. It's just interesting.
Yeah, I mean, hydrogen stuff's been around. It just never gets legs.
What was the other thing? There was could you get a Camry?
There's
you
a
get a
Toyota
Camry?
like Miri or something.
Yeah, and then there was that standalone all hydrogen vehicle. I thought maybe that was just it. Maybe that's what I'm
But
thinking
hydrogen fuel cells, because obviously it's a bit tougher to deal with. But yeah, you see some investments, greener investments that are not electric.
about. What do we talk about? The people in Chile with the alternative fuel, the synthetic.
Yeah, they're making Porsche's making the synthetic fuel at that weird
HSA,
murder factory in Chile.
Oh my god, it looks
That
so
metal
weird.
building.
Yeah, it was very strange.
But
But
we all know you can run cars on water, but that guy got
the old axe.
the old axe
We've
he got.
heard. We've
Choked-
heard.
Choked on its spaghetti. Yeah, I don't know. I think this whole electric thing is like a stopgap until we get to a different fuel source.
I know electric's good if you're generating electric in a way that's not bad, which isn't very efficient. But hey, I got a solar panel, so you can't talk to this guy.
Yeah.
Josh, I heard hydrogen stations in California have issues a lot. I get that because I've met people from California, so I can see how that would happen.
Can imagine people harming
I've
themselves.
driven on the highway in California and just been like, oh boy,
People
I've been hit. I've been hit.
Yeah, sorry, you've been hit on the highway in California. Yeah,
Buffed right out.
Buffed right out.
there's
Love to
actually,
see it.
and we talked about this before. There is a hydrogen fill station down the street from
Charles Street over there.
here.
Stop
Right
and-
near work.
Stop and plop, right?
Right near work. There's one.
Is it really?
Yeah. If you're coming off the exit near work, there's a fuel thing with an H on it.
No way.
Yeah, I
We
don't know
should
where.
get
I've
H
never
cars.
explored. Don't want to get too close.
Fill my H1 over there.
Yeah.
That's all I have for news. It's been a real. I mean, it's the slowest week of the year for any of this shit.
Yeah,
so.
I've got total pipe dream of the Toyota Stout.
Ooh, the stout.
Coming back to be a
Short and stout?
smaller pickup than the Tacoma.
Ooh.
Is it like a Maverick contender?
It is exactly a Maverick contender.
But Tacoma's kind of big now.
Tacoma is it's a decent size.
A
I
lot
like
of truck.
It's a lot of truck. Let's see. So actually, this came out. Obviously, everyone remembers the Toyota pickup truck.
Yep.
Apparently, this was before
Shut
then.
the sigh.
This was before then.
Before
so
then, they
they're
had a
gonna-
stout.
They had a stout, so they're
Alright.
gonna
I thought their first
By the
pickup
name-
was just called Pickup. Remember? You guys
No,
talked
it
about
still
that?
exists. Yeah.
That's what I thought as
Everyone
well.
mistakes them for first gen tacos. First gen tacos are way newer than people think.
So Toyota pickups are usually associated with the Hilux from the 1970s, but go back further. And you'll find that in 1964, the Japanese car maker launched the half-ton stout two-wheel drive in America and other markets. So they're going to revive the name. They're going to try to get a little piece of the old pie that Ford has cut off for themselves.
That piece of the pie that taco used to dominate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And now there's a lot of others in that field. So you're looking at,
Is it-
Ford opened up the Maverick orders for a week, pulled in 86,000 orders. Meanwhile, the Santa Cruz year-to-date sales was 26,000.
Is
That's insane.
the Maverick is smaller than a Tacoma?
Yes.
I think so. Yeah.
Substantially.
But Santa Fe is like Maverick size, so that makes sense.
Yeah, the Ranger is like the similar size to a Tacoma.
Ed Pava, Toyota Stout is the thing Turek built for SEMA. That makes
Okay,
sense.
good to know because I thought it was just the
Hanging
pickup.
out,
I
just
thought it was
hanging
just
out.
the pickup. Yeah, I don't know. So they're expected to come in early 2023. However, I do feel if something's going to come out early 2023, it is
I mean, that's
3
marketing
days before
genius
the
by
end of
Toyota.
2022.
Oh yeah,
To get-
they're not fucking around. They're like
No.
the Lock City Drift
You
of
know what?
marketing.
Yeah.
That makes sense now.
Yeah, it all makes sense.
Yeah.
Didn't make sense in the first place. Now it makes sense. Love it when a plan
If
comes
at first
together.
it wasn't clear, it is now perfectly clear.
You guys ready for a sound we haven't heard in a while? Time for a video.
Oh, time for video.
I got a time for a video.
What do you got?
I watched Jason Haggerty and the Bronco Raptor, Jason Camisa's Icons.
Ah, yes.
Wow. That
I
guy
gotta-
drives around on that thing like I would. Makes me really want one.
I could actually pull that up here.
He's talking about how it's just like the most fun thing on the road or off the road. I mean, he literally just mounts the curb down some road and he's just going up and down through curb cuts. I mean, it's just, that thing's bananas. It's 10 inches wider than a normal Bronco. It's way shorter than an F-150, and the suspension is just as big. There's like 13 inches of travel in the front, 14 in the back. And they're just like, you can just do whatever you want.
Is
And it's
it
got 37s on it, so you can
Ford
just run
Bronco
over
Raptor
everything.
meets Jeep Wrangler and G-Wagon. It's that one?
Correct, that's the
Okay.
one.
Let's,
It is, yeah, really well done video. I came out of that being like, I need a Bronco Raptor. So, congratulations. Hopefully, they're paying this guy commission.
Hopefully he's getting a little cut there.
Dude, in
All
the
right.
raptor color his is in that.
That's good.
Dude, it's
There was someone who sent us some photos of the Raptor R's getting
Mhm.
delivered in Florida.
I believe it's time.
Those are looking ultra beefy as well.
I'm into that Bronco Raptor. Looks pretty sick. I think my wife would love to have one.
Blake, have you gotten the chance to see one on the road yet?
Not yet. I don't
You'll
drive
know.
anymore, which is,
That's true. You don't really.
I don't leave the house. And like driving up here, I was so fucking angry at how terrible everyone drives, and I'm like, I'm just.
Oh, it's just every day, buddy.
I know. It wasn't special today. It
It's
was
a
just because
war
I'm
zone.
out there.
If you had a Bronco Raptor, you'd be fine.
Exactly.
That's what you need to do.
It's a war zone out there.
It
Yeah.
really is a war. Anyways, that's kind of my deal there.
What is it? I actually had a video as well, and I gotta get back to writing them down because I stopped writing them down. We weren't covering it as much.
I
But-
sent you one. Did you end up watching that midnight?
Oh yeah,
Auto?
Blake sent me a really good one about the Midnight Club and how they really didn't disband. You know what's interesting about that is I could probably say it now, because it was a long time ago we did the Midnight Club episode. We have a listener that knows all those guys and that sent us videos of them like hanging out a couple weeks after we did the episode. It's like, yeah, they just kind of played the fact that they disbanded. They all hang out all the time.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah, they fooled the planet in the thinking they disbanded, and they're all just homies. So
Which is great.
supposedly, I don't want to blow their
Supposedly.
spot up entirely, but yeah, and that's what that video kind of got into.
Yeah.
And when I first put that episode out, I found it a couple weeks later. I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to blow the cover on this thing.
Yeah. No.
But it was seriously a picture of like all those guys, like the guys high up in Nissan and Mazda. And
Yeah.
just like bullshitting around, all their cars. They have most of them, besides the Porsche, which got found by Dino on Speed
Yep,
Hunters a
yep.
couple years later.
The other thing I have is this video came out on Mike's page, Stan Torque's page. So a while ago, he bought a 55 Chevy barn find, right? And it was kind of in the back of a shop and all the videos. He talked about it briefly about buying it. So he sold it to these dudes who I didn't even know who they were, called DeBoss, DEBOSS in Canada.
Those guys are Fucking animals, man.
That's the whole point of why I'm bringing up this video. These guys tore apart this car from what was a seemingly complete but old 55 Chevy. Tore it completely apart, cut the front end off, welded on a new front end from what? Camaro?
A Camaro,
from the
yeah.
70s or 90s or something?
Gen 2 Camaro.
So, welded that on, refit all the body panels like in a day and a half.
Yeah. It was 40 hours in one day.
You know,
Or
and I was
day and a
kind of like looking at it. I was like, this is bullshit. It's kind of one of those things where like, look how fast we can do this. So I was like, these guys are all still in the same clothes, still really dirty. It's nighttime out. Like these guys are putting in work, and they
Love
don't
to see
look
that.
they don't look fresh at all. They look like they've been working for 20 hours straight.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Really, really cool. And it was a cool partnership video because it then led me to their channel, and now I subscribe to their channel, and now I'm checking out their content, and yada yada yada, and that's how it all works.
Same for me.
Excellent. I got to check that out too.
It
Yeah.
was, I mean, it was really, really awesome. And
And
like
Mike put this up. When did Mike put this up?
Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas Day.
No shit. Okay, I got to check that out.
Yeah, it was so interesting to watch because it was 3 dudes who clearly they all know what to do, but they all know what to do together. So it's like, I don't know a lot about cars.
Synchronized swimming over there.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about cars, but I know nothing really. But like when I go to work on a car, if I'm working with other people, it's like I'm always bumping into them.
Yeah.
These guys had it was like this guy's cutting, measuring, this guy's taking the gas tank out, the other
So they're
guy's
just
fucking
doing
taking
it.
the leaf springs out in the back.
This guy's
you know?
snipping all the wiring. This one's
Yeah.
pulling it out through the inside. Like it was, everything was like, this definitely wasn't the first time they worked on a car together. And having never been to their channel, I got that vibe. And then you go to their channel, you're like, oh, this is just what
So
these
this is
guys do.
synchronized swimming out there.
But
Big Canadian dudes.
the
Love
other
the
thing that I
Canadian
thought
dudes.
about is think about how fucked up it is when you're in someone else's garage. I know how long it takes me to find
Yeah.
tools. I would have spent the first 12 hours of that video looking for tools.
It's
Dude.
certainly not a small garage
Literally,
either.
No.
literally owned a garage for 10 years with buddies.
Yeah.
Never found the socket drawer first try my whole
Never.
life.
No.
I didn't find the socket drawer first try on mine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same. Who moved these fucking drawers
I
around?
was like, what fairy in the night?
If I'm looking at my socket drawer's the top one is the biggest one. I got it.
Yeah.
Every single other one. I don't know where the screwdrivers are, the wrench. It's just
Yep.
I have drawers in my kitchen that
You know how easy it must be for Shook to find tools in his tiny toolbox?
Oh, it's just it's only one drawer.
Just open the drawer.
It's one drawer.
It's
It's
just in
just
the
open the top. But there's drawers in my kitchen that I put the stuff there and I open it wrong every
Yeah.
single time.
Yeah.
And part of me thinks it's just a habit of like opening it wrong, not a habit of like looking in the wrong drawer. But
There's
anyway,
a light at my
good video.
parents' house. There's like a double switch.
Mhm.
One's for the porch, one's for the living room.
Yep.
Never in my life have I gotten it right.
Never.
At the house of Chris, Mom's like, "Can you turn the light on in the living room?" I'm like, "Sure I can."
Tell me you nailed it.
Hit the fucking wrong one. I'm sitting there I'm like, I always get this wrong. It's the inside one. Boom.
Wrong one.
It's a fucking porch again. I'll never get it. Never in my life will I get that. That's fine.
It's all right.
I'll
That's all
deal with it. Should we go to the main topic? We don't have a main topic sound. I don't know where it went. Is that it? Nope.
What about that bottom one?
No, that's the outro.
That's the outro.
Oh, okay. We don't want to play
Just hit
that
us
yet.
with any of the ones from the other side.
I'm gonna come.
There we go.
are. Best one.
So, main topic. We talked about this at the beginning, but this was thought up. I was talking to my wife about how Josh was sick and Shook's probably not going to show up, so we had to come up with a main topic. And she said, like, literally the first thing she said, why don't you do like a thing where you're pitching a new Pimp My Ride type show to a TV studio? And I was like, that's stupid. And then I thought about like 3 other things, and then I was like 5 minutes later, I was like, that's probably the best idea we've had in a long time.
Yeah,
So
it's pretty solid.
we're going to do that. I messaged the boys hurriedly on the ride in because we didn't know if Josh was actually coming or not. Found out Josh wasn't coming. The first call I made was the lovely Blake over here.
I can confirm that is true.
And I knew Blake would take this and run with it because he's a man with attention to detail. So I hope that has happened. So, yeah, main topic. You're pitching a new show
Pitching a new show.
to a
So,
TV studio.
We're looking for what network we wanted to go on.
Yep.
Host.
Host,
Co-host.
co-host, or anybody in there. Yeah.
Okay.
Cast.
Cast. Oh, cast. Okay.
Cast.
Yep. Audience type.
Audience.
Kind of like
audience
who are you
type.
marketing to? You know what I mean? Who you
Okay.
trying to go? And then obviously the premise of the show, and obviously big points for names. So I'll go first because I suggested this thing, and obviously I suggested it after I'd written my whole thing out.
Okay. Good.
Well, I'd rush written it on the highway this morning, so that's good. So I give to you, fine gentlemen of the TV network,
Yes.
pardon my Porsche.
Pardon my Porsche.
Pardon my Porsche. Here's where we're going. We're looking for an older audience. Older, mature audience. You know what I mean? Still with a bit of the head in the Porsche world, the car world, but big head in the finance world. Who's our host? You know who the host is.
Charlie Justice?
No, it's Jerry Seinfeld. Number one host. Co-host. Obviously, you need man of the people, brick by brick, salt of the earth. Brett Sloan's going to be your non-celebrity co-host that knows everything about Porsches.
Non-celebrity.
Brett's the only guy I could put in this. I mean, this guy comes on this podcast and becomes the Revival Motoring Porsche podcast. You know what I mean?
Immediately.
The dude is an endless wealth of knowledge.
We now pronounce the name correctly because of him.
Yeah, and I heard they might know each other, so that's good. So we're going to pitch this to the Forbes Network, obviously.
Forbes Network.
We're going to the Forbes
Forbes,
Network.
okay.
Or if Rob Report has a TV channel, we're going to Rob Report.
I
Nonetheless.
don't know if Forbes had a TV channel either.
Not in the
They
news.
do now.
You know why? We're not Forbes Network
We're
people.
not Forbes Network
I'm
people.
not, yeah.
So you're buying these Porsches, or you have a Porsche, and the goal is to make them worth the most on Bring a Trailer.
Okay.
So when you are deceased shortly thereafter, your children can sell them and buy a car they really want. Okay? So,
Like, it's definitely a Prius.
yeah. So that's exactly what's going to happen. So if you show up with a water pumper, you'll strategize the best way to scrap it and sell other resources to buy a proper Porsche, an air-cooled car. And you can also trade in your Porsche for a better investment. Once again, for an air-cooled car. So that's. But if you come in and the Porsche is good, Jerry's going to pardon your Porsche. It's going to be at the live.
Yeah.
It's going to move onward, but you're going to get it. You got to look for those details.
Jerry's no words, though. It's just a nod. It's either an up or down or a left and right. You know,
Exactly.
no words.
Exactly. There's no words
Yeah,
for Jerry.
yeah.
We can afford Jerry to speak. He can
Can-
maybe.
can you?
Yeah, I was gonna say he needs a noise. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
give
But
a
one
little
of
shock.
he'll pardon your Porsche. It's like a man on death row. You want to get pardoned, So it's a perfect blend of a car show and a financial strategy program. In the end goal, you make that expensive nest egg for your children. And this includes, you can have storage solutions, buildings, etc., media empires to get these Porsches going. How can you sell the most of your shit to get the most Porsches to make the most money on Brick and Trailer? And you got to get it period correct. So you got to spray Cosmoline on the blocks. You got to
you
really
need
get into
Cosmoline.
this stuff. You need
A
the
lot of Cosmoline.
You need the Cosmoline. First, we're gonna have to invest a lot in Cosmoline.
You need the
to get
dry
this off
ice
the ground.
blast first
Then Cosmoline
to hide the actual mileage.
Get the old Cosmoline
Then-
off. Get the new Cosmoline on.
New Cosmoline.
You got to make sure, that engine build, if you're rebuilding that air-cooled six-cylinder that no one could ever rebuild without advanced knowledge of this car for hundreds of years, this is not a Volkswagen that's an equivalent that you could build in your backyard. You got to spend $30,000, $40,000. You might have to sell other resources to build it to get the spec. You know what I
Second
mean?
mortgage on a home.
And it's got a real retirement planning element to it. And I think the Forbes audience is going to be into this thing.
Okay.
The
And
Forbes
once-
audience.
Yeah, the Forbes Network audience.
Forbes
and
Network.
once again, it's part of my Porsche. You may notice PMP, Pimp My Ride.
Pimp
Boom.
my, whoa! Pimp my ride. Part of my Porsche.
Part of my Porsche,
Wow.
boys.
All right. The only thing I missed was names.
Oh, you
man.
missed the names of that.
Oh,
missed the
man.
names. Show,
You know,
man,
we can workshop them.
I was
Yeah.
driving Porsche, and I was like, increase the value of my Porsche, diversify my Porsche. Yeah. Part of my Porsche.
Yeah.
Can't
I
just
like
see a part of my Porsche.
Yeah.
And Brett would be
thinking-
like Porsche.
Actually, I'm thinking. I just came up with.
But I think this baby has. I think this baby has legs.
You think it's got legs?
I think it has legs with your 40+ Porsche enthusiasts, not car guys.
50 plus.
50 plus Porsche
I was gonna say
enthusiasts.
because you need 50 plus money.
Right, because 40 plus is buying a water pumper. You don't
Yeah.
want one of those.
Yeah.
That's when you're not getting pardoned. That's death row.
Yeah.
You
Or-
get it. They're gonna call the scrap. Hey,
That-
what can I get for?
No, Jerry has a big buzzer.
Yeah,
Just.
yeah, exactly. Going.
Yeah.
What can I get for 3,000 pounds of German aluminum?
Yeah.
He's like that British guy Simon from America's Got Talent,
Yeah.
where he just hits the buzzer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna take that aluminum. We're gonna get you $3,000. What do you own that you can sell that can get you into an air-cooled
Yeah.
Porsche? You know what I mean?
It's your wife into jewelry. Let's see what
Yeah,
she's
what's she
got.
got around? 964 not going to happen. We're going older and newer, whatever you want. Kind of see where you can be in a financial market. What's your income? We're going to get this Porsche really stacked for you so you can hold it, never drive it, and then your kids can sell it.
You can bubble it.
Bubble it.
Bubble it.
Bubble my Porsche. Part of my Porsche.
Pardon my Porsche.
Part of my Porsche.
Bubble
So
my
that
Porsche.
that's my strategic program. I think it's got legs.
So I've got something here. We're gonna workshop the name.
Let's workshop the name.
So I'm going to the CMT network, so the Country Music Television Network.
Here we go.
My God.
and
Buck-
this
buck
right
my
here,
truck.
this right here is going to be for the flyover states.
Oh boy, right in the middle.
and there's not a host and a co-host. There's just two hosts.
Two
let's
hosts.
call it.
Love it.
One host is going to be Kevin Spacey.
Oof.
The other one is going to be Morgan Wallen.
Oh,
One is a
Controversial.
country music star. The other is a star in a TV show.
He is from jail.
You know what's great? Huge discount on Spacey.
Huge discount. That's
Huge
what. Listen,
discount.
because I need to buy a lot of property for this show. So there's a premise of this show is
Yeah.
going to be what can do it better, a horse or a pickup truck.
Oh, wow.
Now Kevin Spacey's going to drive the horse. We're going to ride the horse.
He's going to do whatever he wants to that horse.
It's none
I
of
think
my
we
business.
found out.
None of my
None
business.
your business. It's 2022.
Morgan Wallen, he is going to drive the pickup truck, and they were to compete and do the same tasks on this ranch. Now I want to own the ranch.
What about a name? Horse powered.
Wow.
Horse powered.
Horse-powered's
That's
pretty
what,
good.
That's what I needed help with. The name.
Horse-powered strong. Buck my truck.
Buck my truck. I could work.
Buck or truck.
Buck or truck,
Buck
yeah.
or truck.
Buck
Buck
or
or truck. Buck or truck.
If you
Dude,
can't
buck or
buck it,
truck.
truck it.
Oh.
So that's what I'm thinking. Because now I was in the
Imagine the
mindset.
merch.
I was in the mindset
Damn.
of
Merch market's going to be hot on this one.
Yellowstone.
Mhm.
I'm thinking this ranch where I'm at. A lot of horses. You know, they're
What are
doing
you
a lot
doing
of work.
for, what's your age range?
My age range, I'm really thinking anyone from like maybe 12 to 80.
CMT's in. First off,
Yeah,
CMT's in.
CMT is. They've already
I
signed
didn't
on.
really put an age range on this because I'm thinking anybody.
Any
if they're young
Whistling
enough-
Diesel. If you've seen Whistling Diesel,
Yeah.
you're watching this.
Anybody with Buck or truck.
A young audience will watch anything with a horse.
I'm liking Buck or truck.
Or Kevin Spacey. An older audience is really going to be into the ranch style of things, the old American living.
Is
you know,
Spacey going to have like a cowboy accent?
a real long draw.
Let's get this going.
Yeah.
Let's get this going.
Real long draw.
What was his wife's name in the show there?
Claire.
Claire. Yeah, I mean, the discount on Spacey plus the horse content,
I'm putting into land.
you might get some ladies in on this. There might be ladies might be in the show, but it's horse women. It's not horse men.
That's
Content will be dude heavy.
It's cowgirls.
Content will be dude heavy.
Dude heavy.
It will be dude
As
heavy.
dude heavy is part of my Porsche. I think you can get more ladies than I'm
I think you
gonna.
can get more ladies in
Yeah.
there. I'm thinking maybe
Your demographic is going to be spread.
So
it's gonna be tough. I'm
Here's
cutting
a-
it. I'm
here's the
cutting
thing.
50% right in half right away.
what can a horse do better than a truck? You have to really stage these events.
I'm thinking like if you had to wrangle cattle,
Mm-hmm.
horse can definitely do that better.
TRX.
The animals aren't going to respond well to an inanimate object.
Do you think
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
do you think it's the damage done to the cattle is going to count against it?
I think so. It's like clipping a cone at autocross. It's a
Sure,
it's a
sure.
time penalty.
It's like
a
a
time
2,000-pound cone.
yeah, it's a time penalty. So you got to be careful. You can't be clipping them. But I'm thinking if you've got to move hay around,
What are you going to drag it with a horse?
you're gonna have to go get. You're gonna have to go get a little
sleigh.
dolly, a sleigh. It's gonna be a lot of manual labor involved in that.
Ooh,
I'm thinking a
sleigh
pickup
stuff
truck might
with
be better there.
trucks, Santa Claus. You can tie that in. Spacey's in.
And then I'm thinking about the Amish. The Amish do everything with just horses, horse and buggies.
Amish do everything.
Doing burnouts. You seen the Amish doing the burnout?
Dude,
in
the
snow?
Amish.
Yeah, and they do everything by themselves. They just move houses, barns, shit.
Yeah,
The
down
older
road.
I
I'm
get,
thinking.
the more I realize the Amish got it right.
Yeah, they did.
Those guys really knocked it out of the park. This guy's batting a million.
Peter Santinello, great YouTube channel,
Love
totally
that
not
guy.
car related at all.
Yeah.
Did a video series about the Amish
And the Mennonites.
and the Mennonites.
Yeah.
I finished that video series. I was like, listen.
What
is
do I gotta do?
It came out in like mid 2020. I was like, this is all tits up. This is exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
What do I
exactly
got to
where
do?
I'm
How do
going.
I sign up?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is where I'm going. I'm thinking the name. We can work on the name a little
Buck or
bit.
truck?
I think Buck or truck.
Truck
I mean,
Bucker.
Bucket truck.
Bucker truck. I'm just seeing first off merch, belt buckles. I mean immediately.
Yeah.
Belt buckles.
Belt buckles
Yeah.
immediately.
I'm thinking Kevin Spacey
Maybe
mounted high up on a horse.
Yeah, of course.
Chest
That's
out.
the only place chest out. And you'd award belt buckles to like the whoever wins.
Yeah.
You
And
get like
actually-
the Hay Challenge belt buckle.
And I didn't actually think about this till now. But this gentleman Morgan Wallen here, he's like the king country guy right now.
I thought that was Garth Brooks.
And
I-
all
yeah.
the well, that's older ladies. I'm talking about younger ladies that are they go to like the country music fest.
Garth Brooks, my man
and
over
they're
there.
like Garth Brooks, and they wear the dating
I'm thinking leather jackets,
leather jacket.
brown obviously not ride motorcycles.
Yeah. Tassels? No tassels.
Tassels on the arms.
Yeah.
Bucker truck on the back.
Bucker
And
truck.
you have Buck with a Buck fucking coming in, and then a truck with a truck coming in.
Yeah.
Dude, unbelievable.
I think
Trucker
we got
hats.
this. Trucker hats.
Bucker hats.
Bucker hats. Wow.
This is growing.
We should probably copyright this.
Yeah.
I think this is a recorded statement.
Oh yeah, no, it counts.
This
Yeah,
counts.
dude. Think about the drinks,
The drinks.
energy drinks, Bucker truck energy.
I'm thinking this could then go. We could work our way into a branding into large convenience stores such as Buc-ee's.
You could have the Bucker Truck Network at the end of this.
right?
So
I think
Bucker Truck could be an empire.
I'm thinking at the end, CMT will then be BOT, Bucker Truck.
That's a nice little
CMT's
move.
definitely in.
That's
This
a
is
nice-
Oh, yeah.
a good market for
This is gonna ruin. This is gonna ruin any money they made on Pimp My Ride. I mean,
Yeah.
not even able to think about it. Bucker Truck.
And the thing is I've never spent a day on a ranch, so I don't really know what the tasks are.
Now you do.
But I do some good market research. I'd find out what the actual day-to-day tasks are. We put them up to good.
No, I think if you buy a ranch, I would think like you might be able to hire the staff that's already taking care of the ranch.
That's true.
Most ranchers aren't like, I would think that they can't do it themselves.
That's right. There's got to be a
The
staff
size of this
there.
ranch, no way.
There's got to be a staff there.
Get bucked up beer from
Yeah.
Tim Connors. That's a great idea.
That's good. Good.
I
Mark it
just
down.
think you could. You know what? You could also really rehabilitate Spacey's career.
Yeah.
But all he's going to be around is this country guy who I don't know in horses. Like,
Yeah.
you got to keep him out of trouble.
I think it's going
I
to be
like
a
that.
good
Yeah.
a good way to reintroduce him.
Got to keep this guy out of trouble.
Yeah.
Yep.
Might have to work on the staff a little bit.
Yeah, keep them at bay.
Yeah.
Maybe
you
like
have to-
40, 50 yards.
You have to keep a distance on the staff.
I'm thinking this can be something we can work on.
Yeah. You might want to. Yeah, we might want to go all female with the staff. Just to start. And that's nice. That's good for the thing. The Daisy
Yeah.
Dukes, the whole country
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
Yep.
I like
Yep.
that. I like that.
It's gonna get the audience going. It's
And
gonna grow.
he's Buck. Other guy's truck. We change trucks.
Oh yeah, we
different
try-
trucks
so
every
that-
time.
and that's how we incorporate the
Do we
car
change
content.
Bucks?
You know, see, I don't know enough about them, but
I
we
know there's
must.
different sizes.
We must.
You're gonna get the King Ranch of Bucks.
But I'm thinking that's how we incorporate the car content. Is that they all alternatively then turn into a truck review.
God damn it!
So not
That's
only we find out
Once again, unbelievable.
can the I literally typed this up while the pre-party.
It's fucking unbelievable.
Not only are we finding out can the horse do it better, but we're finding out about the truck and its purpose. And
Right,
what
because we
can
don't have to
achieve.
review the horse. You're not going to be able to buy that horse.
No.
Well, that could be a.
Maybe you
I'll
could.
tell you what. That'd be a nice little. We could then do like a horse auction, like a cars and bids type thing, but with horses.
That's true. We
And we
get
can
it up
make
there.
a bunch of money on the horses.
We can make a lot of money on the horses.
Yeah, do a lot of horse stuff.
The
lot of horse
horses
stuff.
were expensive.
Way to see the horses.
Yeah,
I've been
horses.
down. I've been to Kentucky. I know
That's
what's
right, you
going on.
have.
I know what's going. I've been in those breeding rooms. Staying the hell out of there.
Yeah.
Those long gloves they put on.
Dude. It's not the only thing long going on in that room.
Yeah.
Bucker truck, man. I'm into that. I mean, that's
That's where I stand.
wow.
I got one more. I got one more too. So for later, we'll.
Jesus. All right, Blake.
All right.
Let's
I don't
go.
know how
Let's
I'm going
Bucker
to follow
truck.
that up, but all right. So the name of my show
Yeah.
is called Chasing Tail.
Ooh, God. Here we go.
Hosted by Rob Gronkowski. Co-hosted by Rutledge Wood.
Oh
Okay.
my God. Here
Those
we
are
go.
like two peas in a pod. Like they
Those-
could be stepbrothers.
I
So-
like that right off the jump. Even before we get into what happens with Chasing Tail, I like this already.
They're converting
Yeah.
vehicles into the ultimate tailgate mobile.
Wow.
So
Wow.
my idea is like old UPS, old mail trucks, because those would be kind of cool. But you could do anything, right?
Right.
And it all sparked from your van thing last week. I didn't want to go too heavy on vans because I was like, I don't know where Corey's going to go with
I
his.
think we need more van content.
It's got to be something Gronk can fit in, which is a big deal.
Yeah. And so, it lends itself to they can travel all over. They can find different vehicles to repurpose. They can take someone's idea and make a whatever.
Oh,
fucking
get the interviews.
So
meet people
this
that
this
have
is like
done
an
it.
everyman audience.
This is an
everyman.
everyman.
This is
And it will be
wow.
on ESPN Ocho.
Ocho.
No, any of the ESPN channels. That would be that's my goal. And then what comes from that though is the spin-off show
Yep.
where Gronk dates all the women of the men who the cars were built for.
That is perfect.
That's
He's
brilliant.
like the bull.
Oh
He's
yeah.
the
You
bull.
bring it.
Yeah.
He's like
Yeah.
the bull.
But think of how funny he would be. And then you get someone like Rutledge.
Someone like Rutledge, who I've never met, but I'm just with his personality.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
just-
he does like I don't know. My son was watching The Floor is Lava, which is a TV show, I guess.
which is
Yeah.
crazy. that he
And
does that.
he's the host. I'm like,
He's out there. He's ready for it. He's
I love
Carson
it.
Daly of today.
I love it.
He was the host of that other car obstacle course, a show that came out.
Oh, the one where T-Pain's car got crashed. Remember that drift car?
Was that his? T-Pain's car? I'm talking about the one where they had to drift around and like.
Yeah,
do
it's
the
an
obstacle-
obstacle car. Yeah.
Yeah.
So T-Pain, the car that T-Pain, do you remember that whole drama with
No,
T-Pain?
I don't.
No.
You guys didn't hear about this? It was a couple months ago. Holy shit. We'll come back to that.
Okay,
though.
we'll come
All
back
right.
to that.
What do you call the show where Gronk bangs these ladies?
See, I haven't. I had thought of maybe keeping it in the same name, like Tail Chaser. But I don't know.
Tail
That's
chased.
yeah, Tail Chased.
Oh,
Tail.
chast.
Is there a
tail.
sad chair?
What's that?
Is there a sad chair for viewing?
It's the cuck chair. Yeah.
I don't know if there was a
gets-
viewing chair.
Yeah.
But so what? And now let's work on this a little bit. Now you gotta pitch. We gotta build a vehicle, right?
First off, there's definitely no G in the chasing on the name.
Chasen.
Chasen.
Chasen tail.
Apostrophe.
Yeah.
Tail.
Oh yeah.
absolutely.
So no, it's a new vehicle every episode.
For sure. But now we need to build one to pitch the show.
Yeah.
What are we building?
I think you take an old like bread van,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
and because you've got a lot of real estate on the sides, no windows for logos, sports, your team logos,
Privacy.
whatever.
Privacy for the
And-
second series.
They're already stripped out,
Yep.
so mostly aluminum bodies. I'd imagine they're pretty light,
oh my
but
God,
they
I can
have.
see it. We know you're a big Raiders fan. We built this UPS truck
Yeah.
with the Raiders coach face on the side.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
exactly it. Yeah. So then inside you could have hot dog rollers. You could have fucking your TVs.
TVs everywhere. It could be
TVs.
heated
Yeah.
or cooled, depending on
Or
where
We
you
have
are.
hot tubs in these things.
You could go
Ramen in
full
'em.
Van Halen, hot tub out back.
Dude, this is, I like this.
So yeah,
It's
chasing
good.
tail.
Put a perch on them to watch the game from the truck.
No, on the roof, on the
Yeah.
top.
What do we think?
Yeah.
I mean, now, how are we going to move out of the tailgate into the game, or is it going to become such a thing, an
You
event
just gate.
where it's
You
just
just
a gate?
gate. Yeah. Because the party comes to you.
You didn't
The
even get
party does
tickets.
come
You
to
didn't
you.
get tickets for the game. You're just in the parking lot.
The
boy.
post gate.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
they put a stop to that. You got to show proof of ticket in order to get in now.
Hate to see that.
Yeah.
I really hate to see it. Oh man, have like a sliding volleyball net, and Gronk's just spiking on people.
Yeah, I was thinking like
Come right out the side. You
Yeah.
could have a volleyball. It'd be an appropriate height.
like cornhole boards built into the side. They just fold down.
How
you
much
know, like
speaking you gonna have Gronk do?
none.
Okay, perfect.
None. He's just gonna
He just
stand
gives
there
it
and
the
go,
nod.
whoa. or
Yeah,
Yeah, Rutledge is definitely going to do the bulk of the speaking for
Yeah.
sure. He can do the selling and do the hey.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
the whole
Yeah.
thing.
yeah.
He can
Gronk's
get that
just
going.
gonna sit around, look tough,
It's just going to look
make the
great.
And
guys
give
work
hugs.
faster.
Hey, he's gonna hug everyone.
Just make sure
Yeah,
he doesn't
obviously.
bring his energy drink.
right.
His version of Monster.
Oh,
Ball
Gronk
sweat.
stink.
Terrible.
Yeah, Gronk's ball sweat.
Gronk's ball sweat.
Gronk,
But
I believe that was called Gronk's Jock.
yeah.
What's the name of that? It was Jock Juice from
Now
Gronk.
you're going to go right to ESPN. Are we going to try getting NFL in on
Yeah,
this,
we
like
did a little
Goodell?
bidding.
Is
No.
that,
Yeah,
you
but
think
NFL's
Goodell's going to
gonna-
want a little?
NFL's gonna lock you into football only.
Yeah.
You hate to see that.
I know, but college is where the money's going to be at.
College where the money.
College
also,
games are gonna be where the
you
money's
start
at.
UFC stuff. You can start doing
could.
other sports where you start tailgating. You bring the part of the game.
That's right. What other sports actually tailgate?
Men's tennis. You gotta start it. You gotta start it.
Yeah. What other sports actually
Maybe
tailgate?
we have a
like that?
tennis star of which I can't name.
Pete Sampras.
Pete Sampras, one of the best. Maybe have Brian Boitano come on. We do some ice skating stuff. You know.
You know,
what I mean?
and then we can actually work with you
Mhm.
because people tailgate at country music festivals.
That is true.
Oh God, what a
That is
collaboration!
true. We can have
So-
a little section of come meet the boys.
I like that. There's no overlap with my car show audience.
Sorry.
Anybody
yeah,
else?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine's
We've been pardoned.
yeah. Really gonna worry about
yeah,
Forbes.
I'm
myself.
out. I'm out. Yeah. Your guys, they wouldn't even step foot
No, not even close.
They don't even know what a
at the
tailgate
ranch
is.
or the
Women's
game.
beach volleyball. There we go. Women's beach volleyball. Love to see that.
I wonder if this is something you can then migrate to, like a Coachella or a music festival.
Oh
like
my God.
something of the sort.
You could do Chase and Tail Festival Edition.
Oh my, yeah,
Dude, the
absolutely.
festival edition. And
Like,
that second
Burning
show,
Man.
I'll tell you what, the amount of content for the spinoff at the
That's what I'm
festivals,
saying. That's why. Oh yeah, it was unbelievable. That's 30 seasons.
That's just.
I mean, that
that's
is-
that's the
yeah.
next. That's the next Girls Going Wild. Let's be
Yeah.
honest.
What is it when you what is it when you hit 100 episodes?
Bicentennial? No, what?
No, 100 episodes. You hit a certain landmark when you get to 100 episodes.
You getting syndicated?
Syndicated.
We're getting syndicated.
We're getting syndicated. My show, season. Yours, he's got longevity.
My show's going to be a cult classic.
Yeah,
2
yeah.
episodes.
Your show population is dying off. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
We'll get there. But yeah, I mean that's syndication.
yeah, I think we can make it. Then we
What-
would then have Seinfeld money.
What's the merch though? What do you do for merch?
Fucking anything.
Oh, you know what? Aprons. Kiss the cook
Aprons.
shit.
Aprons.
Wait,
Wait,
Spatulas with
uh,
Gronk's face.
Chase and tail.
Gronk shirtless, but you put it on the apron. So now, no matter who's wearing it,
He's
you got
Gronk.
the body of Gronk.
He's Gronk.
The body of Gronk.
That's
But
fucking.
I take the body of Gronk. The body of Gronk.
That's unbelievable.
Hyperdrive, yes. It's a different car than the
Oh,
Pickle,
Pickle
Rick
Rick
drama.
drama,
But I
thank
was
you.
thinking of Hyperdrive, yes.
You definitely do volleyballs. You do a lot of stuff.
You can do like you can do footballs.
We can probably do a line of like frozen beef patties.
You could do you could get into the meat market.
Yep.
You could get
Deep into the
you
meat
could do
market.
ribs.
That could be the name of the
Rubs.
spin-off show, the Gronk's Meat Market.
You could do rubs, meat rubs.
Yep.
Dude,
mean
imagine working the
Rub
meat
my
rubs,
meat.
Yeah.
working the meat rubs into Gronk's Meat Market.
It's unbelievable.
Central meat rub.
If anyone's listening, I mean, this is up for sale.
This is called workshopping in the deep in the industry.
It's what does they call it when you do an improv? It's yes and right?
Yes
Yeah,
and.
so we build off it. Yes
I mean,
and yes and.
the merchandising. I mean, I think the frozen beef patty line is going to put us over the top.
I mean, who's Bubba?
Dogs?
No one cares about Bubba.
You know what's great?
Whoa! Remember the Shaq full long hot dog at Burger King?
No, no.
Well, that happened.
No.
Big dog.
I don't remember. That.
This gets us to being able to actually have the Forbes network.
Yeah,
Boys,
yeah,
we do fucking Gronk hogs, and they're just
yeah.
long
Gronk dogs?
sausages.
Yeah.
Dude, Gronk hogs? I mean, unbelievable. It's like groundhog, a play on that. Have a Gronk hog hopping out, pitching out of the lawn.
He's retired. He must be
I know
listening
what-
to this.
and the thing
He's got to be
is,
listening.
this is
He's a
key.
big listener.
Because you got Rutledge steering the ship, he's steering the show, but you got Gronk is just there for marketing.
That's it.
You know how Red Bull picked up Daniel Ricciardo just for the marketing purposes? The name, the smile.
Gronk's
That's
just
what
in the background marketing.
we're picking it up. He's gonna
Gronk
have to be
hog,
fucking
just-
with,
Maybe
like,
I'll
ladies-
talk to Gronk's dad
ladies
because that
on the
man
town.
has kept him
Just feeding
on the
ladies.
straight and narrow.
Gronk
Yeah.
hogs.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
Gronk hogs.
Gronk hogs.
Yeah.
Gronk's Meat Market.
Just
Gronk
imagine
hogs.
the people lined up just got a taste of Gronk's hogs,
God.
right?
Yeah. The lines
Yeah,
would be
unbelievable.
insane.
Yeah,
All right.
I think we're on something here.
Yeah.
So I had a couple failed ideas.
Yep.
No
failed
such thing.
shows.
Love this.
One of them was the Fire Lane Losers. Got to work on the name.
Fire Lane Losers.
This is where I would be the driver of a tow truck,
right.
Okay.
and I would go into every parking lot,
Yep.
and I would rip all of the SUVs who are parked in the fire lanes, waiting for the people to come out of Starbucks or whatever.
Just take them.
Yeah, I would have to get one of those really fast, like repo trucks.
Yeah, you need like a quick response.
The drop, the hook, the hooks that come out. Scoop the
I'd,
front.
I'd move up to some type of harpoon system.
Yeah, that could be cool too.
You just poon the front of her.
Yeah, just yeah.
Poo in the front.
It would
Yeah,
be
just put
so
it fire.
fast that they wouldn't even be looking up from their phones, and they'd be being dragged away. It would be amazing.
That's
So I don't know. That one doesn't have a lot of legs, but I would just love
yeah,
to
a
do
couple-
that.
You know, that could be almost a cops level.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it's one of those fun, like kind of pre-written reality shows. You know,
Yeah.
kind of like the Repo thing.
Yep.
But I think we can put a little more.
And no
reality
mercy.
into
You
it.
just tow them out.
Yeah.
What do you tow them to a river?
It doesn't matter.
Dump
Just-
'em in the river.
Yeah, yeah.
Love that.
And then the other one is again got to work on the name, but it's kind of like the antique auto, not antique auto. What are those guys who go around who the pickers, American pickers?
American Pickers.
So where I live, I drive around. There's a lot of houses with cars outside and garages, like detached garages that it doesn't look like they've been opened in like 15 years.
I'd be
But-
way too curious.
But I don't care about like the trinkets and shit. I just want to find the cars
The
in
car.
those garages.
Right.
And like, I mean, when you go to your brother's house, like if you drive around any of those back roads, it's like there's just garages that like the doors are a little tilted and you're like, there's something in there.
Something in there for sure.
But they haven't opened the door.
Yeah.
So I want to go to those garages. I don't even want to buy the cars. I just want to know the story
You just wanna
behind
know what's in
what happened. And then I will buy all the cars.
And
But
then-
like, yeah.
once the TV show turns off, I will
Yeah.
then buy.
You
Yeah.
call it peeping parts or something.
yeah.
You want to know what's funny?
You start in the bushes.
Yeah.
You want to know what's really crazy?
Yeah.
I just listened to Richard Rawlings, the Gas Monkey guy,
Yeah.
on Burt Kreischer's podcast, and that's where he got the idea for his show.
Really?
He was a paper boy, and he'd be riding around all these neighborhoods, and
Yep.
he just knew where every single car was parked,
Yep.
when it moved, how often it moved. And then when he got older and he had this idea for the show, he went back, and the cars were still sitting there. And he went back, and that's where he was buying a lot of these cars for the show to buy them, to flip them, to make the money.
Yep.
That's a great story.
So-
You get that working.
Pro
man.
tip. I don't know if you guys are friendly with your mail people. I work from home, so I see my mail guy every single day.
Me and him are boys. Yeah.
So he knows. He delivers a lot of car parts to my house.
Yeah.
So I tell him and my FedEx guy, who is a nice young guy, I say, if you ever see any old cars
You let
at
me know.
houses, just let me know.
Just let me know. Let me know.
You don't have to even.
Yeah.
I won't say anything. I'll just drive by that house.
Yeah. Just give me a
So-
street. Don't even give me a house. Give me
We
a
get,
street.
we get chat room participation here from Nick Garr.
There's nothing better than chat room.
Neil Electrified, a show where Neil deGrasse Tyson tries to convince Brodozer guys to go electric without getting punched.
Yeah,
we can do that.
How far can he go?
It's an electric.
Well, Corey, you're friends with him. Why don't you
Yeah,
ask him?
Well, I mean, me and him, we're both astrophysicists.
You're in the same level. Yeah.
So we can both speak on the
Same,
same.
yes. Next time we
Same
see him at the
Facebook group.
conference.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same level.
An electric. An electrified. I like that.
Neil Electrified, yeah.
I think he could take a couple hot shots, no?
I think so.
He's got a pretty big head. I think he could take it.
I didn't try to
Big
convince
head,
Gronk.
thick neck. I think he could take a shot.
Yeah, looks like a man that can take a shot.
Yeah, I definitely think. I got one more.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Mike Wise says, I tell my man, if you see
love
my
that.
wife's car in the driveway, leave the parts on the side of the house. Oh, that's good. That's
Speaking
good.
of strategy, that's the way to do it.
I got one more. Now this one's gonna be geared towards Nickelodeon.
Oh boy. Is it also
so
gonna-
Kevin Spacey's back.
Yeah,
Kev's out.
yeah. Kev's definitely out for this one. He passed. This is family television, young audience.
Yeah.
This here is going to be, it's actually going to be hosted by Will Smith,
Love this.
co-hosted by Nick Cannon.
Pre-slap Will Smith.
Pre-slap.
Pre-slap.
If I could,
Turn back time. If I could find
turn
a
back
way.
time, I'd go Men in Black 1.
Great.
All right.
That was a great Will Smith.
I go Men in Black 1. Now,
And then Nick Cannon's that annoying other guy.
yes,
he-
he's the one. He's got like 15 kids or something like that. Used to bang Mariah Carey.
Gonna need the money.
He had the show Wildin' Out, all that stuff there.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is more of a game for the parents. So the parents are going to win
I like
a prize.
that you're picking guys like Will. That's kind of like
Controversial.
little iffy.
So down
Yeah.
on their luck.
I mean, he's not gonna be as cheap as Kev, but I think you might be able to get a deal.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get him back out in the public eye,
I love that.
and I'm trying to work him with families. It's-
You
it'd be
gotta
more
roll
of a-
this into like a celebrity rehabilitation.
I think
type
so.
program as well. They can sell the E.
Now this is the game for parents, and then this actually came from the going to see the Celtics.
I love this.
And you go see the Celtics halftime once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
They get these parents that drag their kids out there and make them participate in some game to win some bullshit that the kid can't even use,
Absolutely.
like a gift card to Legal Seafood,
Gillette razor.
or JetBlue gift card, or some hotel
Yeah.
stay. This kid can't use
This
it,
is the
but
beginning, putting the parents on your back.
he's the one fighting for the parents to win this.
Right.
Or they are. So this is a game for the parents. Now, what the parent does is they bring their kid of any age,
Any age.
but we got to keep it. We got to cap the age, but it can start at any age. Now they're gonna bring their kid as young as possible, and now they need to get that child to drive a vehicle unhelped successfully around an obstacle course. Now there'll be time penalties for things hit, cars flipped, pedestrians hit. All these things here, but
We're gonna put remote braking on these babies. Or just gonna let them fly.
we're gonna let them rip.
Yeah.
We're gonna let them rip. It's
I
gonna be a
love it.
close course.
It's a parcel. You can put a helmet on the
It's
kid.
gonna be a close course. But the parent is gonna be in the rear passenger seat, so the furthest seat away,
Yep, I like this.
guiding the child through. Right. So the parent's along for the ride, so they have to have confidence in the child. They can't just say, "Hey, wing it, go out there." For them to win prizes that only the kid can use. That's why it comes back to Nickelodeon. So
Like
you
some
think about
Lego
those
blocks.
great shows that were at Nickelodeon, like
Legend of the Hidden Temple.
there you go, that one.
So
We talked about some other ones.
what do we call it?
That's the thing. I
Pudva.
You're
He's
not
all
doing
over
it
it.
in a stadium. This is just a TV show.
in a stadium.
I'm seeing it in a basketball game right now. I don't think that's the best idea. A lot of
No,
pedestrians.
but that's where the idea got pulled
right,
from.
right. So
But
you're
I'm
doing
thinking,
this
well, they do Monster Jam in a stadium.
in front of a studio audience?
Definitely, they do Monster. Think about it. They put monster trucks inside.
Oh yeah,
The
it's
dunk.
terrible idea. I love it.
Terrible idea. So I think
They do flips.
they do.
The Parent Trap. What do we call it? Parent.
You know the game, The Mousetrap. that kids
Backseat
play?
driver.
Backseat driver.
Backseat driver.
Backseat baby driver.
Backseat baby driver. Little backseat driver.
Little backseat.
Backseat driver kids. But then you can do an adult one.
We could do an adult one.
Backseat
I'm
driver.
thinking, and this one obviously I couldn't expand on as much
we
as I
gonna
could with
we gonna
Kevin
cage
Spacey.
these babies up. We're gonna just production cars.
Yeah,
No, we
we'll
gotta
call
use
Nils.
production vehicles. We're gonna use low power.
Oh.
Maybe a Corolla.
Corolla.
Maybe a stock Corolla. Maybe a Kia Rio. something low production, small in stature. This way, kids can fit in it adequately.
Mhm.
Now we can give the parents some supplies.
We're gonna have to extend the pedals,
We can give the parents some supplies to better equip
like medical kits.
the child. There'll be medical staff
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
There would be no
In every
children
car.
harmed. There'll be
Staff
no
on hand.
children harmed.
Jumps.
I don't know. That's the thing. So with the obstacle course, I'm thinking cones. I'm thinking maybe you kind of drive up a ramp and have to place 2 wheels, kind of like on a balancing beam, and drive across and back down.
Tim Connors make the kid blindfolded. I think we saved that for like the ultimate tournament at the end.
Yeah, I think that's the ultimate showdown.
Yeah,
Season
that's
finale.
death
So
match.
what we can do is we can expand on that, and then we have a season. Maybe we've got 10.
Make the
maybe we
parent
have
blindfolded.
9. We've got 9 episodes, right? 9
Yep.
episodes.
Big
We've got we'll do 4 kids per episode. We got 36 kids we got to burn through, right?
Yeah.
Now on that 10th episode,
Wouldn't use that verbiage, but I'm into this.
now on that 10th episode, we bring the top 4 back.
And Will
If they do
Smith
it blindfolded.
is gonna just be like an announcer, like color commentary. Or
So
what?
Will Smith is going to be the guy. He's going to be like high booth, high booth, right? Nick,
out of harm's way.
out of harm's way. Now Nick Cannon's going to be ground level guy.
Field correspondent.
Field
we
correspondent,
talking
ground level-
Hoonigan video guy, like right out there, right up in
out
there.
there, right
Love
out there.
that.
Handy cam. He's
I-
going to have the mic
So I think
because he's going to get live interaction, live interviews,
Right.
both pre-drive and post-drive.
I think you got it backwards. I think you have to have Will Smith on the ground
Okay.
because you're going to get the people who want the redemption for the slap. So he's out there.
Yeah, but
and-
we are talking pre-slap.
I know,
You're going
but
post slap even cheaper.
yeah.
That's true. We're going pre-slap Will. We're paying a lot of money. We're going
That's
post
right. Men
slap.
in Black 1 Will was not a cheap Will.
That might blow the whole budget.
Think of the people who are like, is he going to get hit by a car? Oh!
We might have to do it at Denny's
and
parking
then
lot. We
Nick
do pre.
Cannon's up top going, watch out, Will! Like being cheesy. And
Watch out!
There's a lot
I
that
like
goes
that.
into this. A lot of like we're crossing a lot of swords here because you've got like the show Hyperdrive with the obstacles. You've got that other show where the obstacle course, like
But the kid audience locks him in for life.
Yep.
kid audience, because he grows. Because then they're like, as they're a kid, they're like, wow, when I become a parent one day, I'm gonna put my kid on it, and it's just a never-ending farm.
What's
of
your
just turning
merchandise
out-
though? What's the merchandise angle?
Merchandise is tough because you got kids. You get like action figures.
Mm.
So you get some action figures of maybe the obstacle course. You could get like
remote control cars.
Exactly. You
Nice
get the
remote control cars.
WWE. You can get the ring and all the wrestlers. I'm thinking you can get all the action.
Oh, I like that. That's fantastic.
Like Tech Decks. You could buy all the ramps and everything.
Yeah. And it'd be like a remote control car, but like it's delayed reaction. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
like a kid.
And kid would be
Driving.
slightly delayed. A little whiskey throttle.
Little whiskey
Late
throttle.
breaking.
Love to see that.
Yeah.
Wow. I like it. I don't think there's an incredible amount of marketing opportunity for selling swag.
It's the
You
kid
can
market.
sell like
No, I mean,
you can sell
Chuck,
pedal extensions for the kids to practice at home.
My thing is like, is there? Do you get into the medical supply?
A Hot Wheels track set. Good idea, Tim.
Yeah, do you get into the supplying supply of it? We're supplying the medical supplies. Yeah, we'll need.
Bandages, tapes.
This needs to be like the most extreme elimination challenge announcing. Yeah, it needs to. That's why I don't know who. I think Nick Cannon. He's quick. He's witty. He had
You're
that
gonna have to back and
freestyle,
forth, though,
like battle roast kind of energy. I think that'll be good. Will Smith is just going to be good for that, like big loud explosion.
no,
of,
you know who you need? LL Cool J. Remember he did
talk about a guy down on his luck.
that show that he did. I think it was like a music off or whatever show. Oh my God, he would come out in the most ridiculous outfit. This was only a few years ago. This wasn't that long ago.
Is this the lip sync
Yes.
show? Yes.
Yes.
I know what he's talking about.
So, but he is such a presence still.
Yeah.
I think he's your guy.
You think now? Which one does he replace? Will Smith.
Yeah.
Will Smith. Okay.
Yeah, get that funk out of there.
Because then you can put Nick Cannon back down in harm's way.
Put him
Yeah.
down because I'm thinking I need Cannon.
He's not
for
going to
that.
agree to it if he's in harm's way.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, ladies love Cool James. You
the
don't
only
need you need Nick Cannon down for that live, like straight out of the car.
Yeah, real energy.
Yeah, real interview.
I'm into that.
That's what I got. Still don't know a name though. Name's tough.
What did we initially say?
We've been kind of
Backseat driver.
Backseat Driver was pretty good. Because it's got to be corny enough for people
because the
to.
parent is directing the child as what to do. It's just how
Right.
well can they direct the child and how well will the child listen.
Yeah, have some Backstreet Driver like jingles.
Yeah.
You're on backseat driver.
You can get like Cash Cab or the Singing Cab or whatever it is.
Oh, and then you do some special episodes where like the parents hate these little shit kids. They're just trying to crash them off something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, some bad blood.
Bad backseat driver.
Yeah.
I like that.
Now, will the other participants will it be like flashing laser beams in his eyes, like the baby's eyes?
Oh, a little D.
Is there a
D.
little?
Oh.
Is that how we keep everyone involved in the show at all times?
I like the idea of a little defense. I'm trying to think what you can really do without harming the other participants. I mean, you get harm if you're in the car, you're in harm's way.
Well,
That's
so I'm
what
thinking
happens.
if they're up out of harm's way,
Ooh.
maybe they've got a fire hose they can blast the car
No, we
with some
get on
water.
a discount. The American Gladiator set. You got these guys back there with the big cannons, paddles, all that stuff. Like
Shooting tennis balls. Remember Laser Man?
fucking Malibu. You see that guy's hair, dude? Amazing flow. You can incorporate a little American Gladiators into it. Those guys probably work cheap.
Are they still alive?
They're
Probably
60.
not.
I mean, yeah.
A lot of HGH.
Yeah.
But those props have to be somewhere.
Yeah, oh, they're around.
They got to be somewhere.
The little missile launchers, those knocking full-grown men off perches. I mean, they're going to fuck up you car-wise. Sound like it break the glass. You not blow it out, but break it.
Crack it.
Yeah,
Crack
exactly.
it. That's what I'm thinking, because now if you get that, right, you incorporate that, you incorporate maybe some lasers, maybe a water cannon of some sort. Now it's like,
Tim Connor's just on top. Tennis ball cannons around the track, water balloon launchers.
so now you've got water on the windshield, so you've got to be like, all right, what do I do?
Now we're getting into marketing.
Yeah,
You're
here we go.
selling the water balloons. You're selling the cannons.
The
you're selling
tennis balls.
The tennis balls. The hard tennis balls that break car windows.
Yeah.
You're selling those.
Because now you're like, do I need to direct the kid to turn the windshield wipers on? Or
Right.
are we going to try and see through the water?
Right. We could have wet sections.
Yeah. A little slip and slide. You know when you do
But
like
you lose
defensive driving?
points if you turn the wipers on.
Right.
it.
So-
Or time penalty
Yeah.
for wipers.
Maybe
Yep.
if you turn the wipers on, the time starts running at double speed.
Foam cannon. I mean, Tim's just coming at it.
Yeah.
Woodwork with these great things.
Foam cannon. It's something. Foam
That could work into our car wash we're trying to open as well when we're not
Yeah,
using it.
at Charlie's house.
This is beautiful.
Tell you what, for a last minute,
That's some knockout content.
This is some good
That's some
stuff.
knockout content. That's how you do it. That's how you fucking do
Yeah.
it.
Do not come.
I'm going to give you the whole load today.
yeah.
We got questions? You want to do some questions? Hey,
Yeah.
if you guys think of something, please send it to us.
Fire away some questions in the
We
chat.
get it going. If you think of something for a beautiful spin-off show, please let us know. Obviously, think of topics. We love doing this stuff. It's that was pretty funny. Let me see what I have for. I have some questions. I put it on the Instagram. Now I have to figure out how to use Instagram in that way. So let's see. I saw some good ones earlier.
Before we get into the questions, I want to just give my brother a shout out because he helped me with the tailgating idea. I don't want anyone to think that I came up with that brainchild on my own.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
None of
What
us
did
saw it.
Well,
how did he feel about the?
So his original suggestion when I told him the topic was, he was thinking Eli Manning hosts a show about pimping vans and buses out for tailgating,
Okay.
I
and
like
he thought
Manning.
maybe a chick co-host like Haley Deegan or Danica Patrick.
Oh, okay.
I don't like Eli Manning, so I was like, well, he's out on that, and then he's like, well. Maybe any former sports person, maybe Gronk would be hilarious. And then I
There we
ran with
go.
it from there. So,
There we go.
it was
He
a
really
team
he
effort.
put down some groundwork,
Yeah.
some nice base for
Yep.
you to get to build off of.
I like that. Yeah, that's the original workshop. You workshopped it before you workshopped it.
That's it.
I like that a lot. We'll get some questions going.
Fire away.
My man 32 Coop, currently listening to episode 28. Did you guys ever make it out to Japan? No.
No, but
The world fell apart pretty hard at one point.
Yeah.
yeah.
Their tickets are booked for next year, though.
Yeah, I
those
see.
boys.
Pete's going out there, isn't it this year? 2023. Well,
Oh,
not
yeah,
there
yeah.
yet,
I'm
but-
sorry. Yeah, in a couple.
yeah.
a
So
couple weeks.
2023. He is on, and he did tell us that we could go. However, it was not possible for me for sure.
Yeah, it's ski season, can't go. We still want to go.
I definitely want to
Obviously,
go.
I
I,
mean-
think it would be awesome to go. It's
We
a
need to
huge
get-
commitment.
We need to get Bucks of the Boys up to $1.
Yeah.
Then we're in. TDs, how does it feel doing the podcast for over 4 years now? That's crazy.
It definitely is crazy. We're at episode 234. If you think about this, 52 a year. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's a lot. I got JH Creative. Did Shook put more thought into his hypothetical build last episode than he did on his actual car? These are the ones Josh doesn't read. Probably.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
No, I
what,
go
you know,
with the
so
yes.
last week's topic was Shook's idea, and it really worked out to be pretty good.
That's true. Yeah, Shook knocked it out of the park, so I'd have to say yes.
Yeah.
I got my man Novak Nick. My order was finally accepted by Ford. Still no build date, but baby steps. That's crazy. I thought they accepted that order like before COVID.
Yeah, because they've opened and closed like orders 3 times since then.
And this is for a Maverick, right?
It's for a Maverick, but also there's tons of them out there now. Like in every spec you want,
It's about to happen.
and the numbers are coming down on them. So
Does he? Do you know what he ordered? Like, is it a real special
He
edition or
did-
something?
no,
Oh.
but he did give us the details on what his specs were that he ordered.
Okay.
It's some time ago. I don't remember what it was.
The Jackalope 89. Anyone else get mad when car companies revive old monikers and attach them to dumb cars? No, I love it.
Sometimes I love it. Sometimes I hate it.
I like the Mustang Ford electric thing. This is the most hilarious thing ever.
Dodge
It's
Dart.
hilarious.
Perfect.
Dodge Dart. like-
Corvette SUV. Can't wait.
yeah, it's just like, well, okay, what are we doing here?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a thing now.
But Toyota Stout. I'm not hating
Yeah,
it. I'm
we'll
not
see what
hating it.
happens. Yeah.
Is there there's got to be like either a tax reason or some reason that these companies are moving to having like, the Corvette line.
I don't know. I mean, I don't mind the Challenger and the Charger. Like,
Right,
those are
right, right.
cool. They do a good job with them.
Well, even then, they're doing their own line now as well.
Are they?
Yeah, they're moving that whole thing over to like it's their
All the E
the
things.
E thing.
Yeah, I
I don't know if they've.
I
given
don't
us
know
a
why
clever
they
name
I
yet.
think the brand a Corvette or Mustang's worth so much. They're like, how can we? It's like workshopping our shows.
Yeah.
How can we make more money on this? Let's just make everything a Corvette. Because Corvettes, I think that's how some of these bean counters work. If everything's a Corvette, everyone's
Yeah.
gonna want it.
Yeah, I get that for sure because they're using that Mustang name. So it's like, oh, I drive a Mustang too. Like mine's just
I
electric.
guess, yeah.
My man Will ACAB, God bless.
Yeah, there we go.
My man Mr. Hybrid Child, who wants to buy a Honda Fit? I believe it's a second gen. We're gonna find out
Is that
about
what we were talking about?
Yeah, I'll have more info for everybody on that later. Subi Cage, Inline 6 Battle, 2JZ, RB26, S54 or other, assuming identical power and not considering reliability?
So if you don't have to take in reliability into account,
Yeah, I mean, I like the way the RB sounds better than the other two, so I'd probably stick with that.
ooh, I'd go 1J.
You go 2J?
To 1J, 2J.
You go 1J, 2J? All right.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
No one's going to pick S54.
No.
They just do not sound great.
No,
You can put nice
that was my
Italian
gripe
exhaust
last
on them,
time.
but yeah. Not considering reliability, yeah, that would immediately eliminate the S54. Yeah, 2J and RB. I mean, if I'm doing something for power, I would be doing 2J. Obviously, the thing's a monster. Crumb Bun Speed Shop. This one's for Blake, I think. Are air-cooled Porsches just really spicy Volkswagens? Were they really made any better?
No.
See?
But yes, they were.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
say
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
definitely made
I mean,
better.
absolutely. Yeah.
Endlessly better, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely made better. But to what you said earlier, it's like you take apart, a Porsche air-cooled engine, and you take apart your Beetle engine and put them side by side. It's like the characteristics, they're all parts are all very similar. They're all same,
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I think primarily a lot of the other parts were a lot better on the Porsches as well.
Yeah.
Like the build quality.
Like suspension and.
Because when you close the door on like an older Porsche, it's like,
Oh, wow. What do you know?
Well, mine just pops back open. Like, close it. It's the second or third time when it
You're like-
actually latches.
What's your worst? Oh, from Tyler, say what? What's your worst automotive investment?
worst.
Wouldn't really call anything I bought an investment. Worst one?
Oh, it definitely wasn't an investment.
The worst thing I've spent money on car wise? I mean, just right off the top of my head, I bought those like little roller floor jacks so you can like turn the car any way you want in your garage. I think I've used them once. That was a waste of money.
Are they for sale?
Would you like some?
Yep.
Maybe. I might sell them.
I'm looking for some.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Hit me up after.
All right. Yeah. We'll
Oh,
talk.
this is a good one. Nick R.
I get them on
Theme
the,
for next week. You're driving to California. What route are you taking and where are you stopping?
I love that. We got to write that down.
Wow. Okay. Well, yeah.
You typing it?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't use those things at all. I think they're probably fine. I'm trying to think about worst, like, stupid thing I've bought for a car.
Mine would be my Mark 1 project. As fun as it was, I mean, it was just a giant.
I
fucking
enjoyed
money
moving
pit.
that thing.
Yeah, I bet.
I brought a sway bar for my 135 that I still have.
There it is.
Never came out of the box.
No, you know what you do? You just do the chin-up, make it a chin-up bar.
Yeah, it's my P90X right now. Blake, you got any bad automotive investments?
Every one of them.
There you go. Can't
Well,
pick
because I
one.
don't sell them.
Exactly. I got this.
Yeah,
So,
the
like,
Mark
I
I
just-
wasn't an investment.
I
it
just buy them, spend a lot of money on them, and don't sell them. So
It was a ran out of money.
So there's just money pits. Absolutely. Kevin401. Any bad New Year's Eve experience you'd like to share?
New Year's Eve? No. I don't
No.
think so.
I'm trying
I
to
just
think.
don't go out. It's amateur hour.
Yeah.
Unless you're going to the Red Door, which is a good New Year's Eve experience.
Absolutely. To be honest, I'm trying to think about if I've DJ'd New Year's Eve before. I think I have. The problem always was amateur hour, right? Everybody goes out on New Year's Eve and they go to a place and like the music I play is very specific and everyone's asking for requests and stuff I don't have, and it sucks. So I usually never play it. Obviously, the Red Door is different. My buddy owns a place. We can do whatever we want. It's a reunion from a bunch of people that we partied with for years. So I can't think of anything really bad. I'm trying to think. Like, I've had bad experiences playing. I saw some kid get his head slammed in the front of my Mini Cooper and make a head-sized dent in it, which was really cool. Wish I knew Rob from Dent Patrol then. So, but no, I don't think anything. Usually, we just kind of hang out at my house because I don't really go out.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Oh, you know what happened once? We went terrible New Year's Eve experience. We went to New Hampshire with my family, and my mom wrecked a snowmobile, and that sucked. That was like the worst.
That was on New Year's
experience.
Eve?
That was right at New Year's. Yeah,
Oh,
we had
wow.
we didn't even get this hangout for New Year's. It was such a fucking disaster.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that sucked. So don't tell the guy you know how to drive snowmobiles if you don't. That sucked. Here we go. Christopher Jason. LS swapped E36. How do the boys feel about it? Going to be starting my LS swap in the spring. Go for it, buddy.
Yeah.
I
When you
think it's
get more power, probably the same weight engine,
Yeah, dude. That's a great idea.
better packaging.
Yeah. I got a buddy doing an LS.
You can probably push it back towards the firewall more too, if
pop
you think
it back
about
a
it.
little, dude. I got a buddy doing one on an E30. I think it's a great idea, man. Ton of fun. Easy enough swap to play with yourself. Motor with a ton of parts. Makes a shitload of power for the size of it. Yeah, it's smart.
So you just do standalone? And then,
I would
yeah. I mean, that seems to make
No,
the most...
you could
Because I know you can make them carbureted, too.
put
Well,
a
you could-
Holly Terminator in there.
you could just run the stock ECU and just power. So, like, you could just the E36 is old enough that it doesn't need the ECU to be a car to exist as a car.
Yeah.
Right.
And then the ECU for the LS only needs power
just run the LS
for when the
ECU.
key.
Yeah.
I
okay.
think there's a. My
I'm sure
buddy's
there's
doing the E30. There's a lot of benefits to doing
Yeah.
a standalone that's going to save you money down the line.
Oh, there'll
but
certainly be
you
benefits,
can't-
but if you got like
you can't do it with a stalker for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Grubby Martinez, man, the myth, the legend.
what's Grubby got?
Hold on. I've meant to do this all along. Grubby Martinez.
Grubby Martinez, what's your thought on 2-piece versus 3-piece wheels or fried chicken?
Fried chicken.
Fried chicken.
Fried
always.
chicken. I fucking love fried chicken.
Fried
dude.
chicken always. Single piece wheels for the win.
Yeah, I'm kind of with. I'm not a big 2-piece wheel guy, but I do like fried chicken. Dog pizza. Where is pea stored, and why is it in the balls?
Wait, what? Where's what?
Pea stored.
Where?
I don't know, man. That's
Who asked that?
dog pizza, bud.
Oh, why is it in
Dog
the bowl?
pizza.
How was everyone's Christmas from Basket Case 889?
Basket case 889.
It was great.
Yeah, it
we
was
talked
great.
about it.
Yeah, we covered it. Thank you for asking. How was yours?
Basket Case 889 again. How much cooler are twin turbos than big singles? Turbo LS 50s truck, twin turbo or single? Twin turbo every time. More is better.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know. It's not really in my wheelhouse of.
Just twins are cooler.
Experience.
I
If
like.
if I had $1 million, I'd probably do
Go
two of
twins.
them at
Yeah,
the
well, I
same
put
time.
4 of them on. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just like seeing. I like it when you open, especially a 50s truck or an older truck,
Yeah.
and it's got the twins. The
Yeah.
piping just looks better. Believe me, I'm not hating on singles. They're fucking insane, but the twins look really cool, and I
Yeah.
think you get a little more response with 2 modern twins. Tim Connors, you can use the stock ECU very easily, but Terminator X is $1,000
For sure.
That's for E36 swap.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it came to with the Terminator. Was it's so cheap? It's silly not.
Why
to do.
wouldn't you do it? Yeah.
Basket Case 889 again. Also, moisturize hands in the winter or let them crack and bleed like a man. What's moisturizer?
Crack and bleed.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
I've got pretty bad psoriasis, so they crack and bleed.
I was
in
gonna say,
my-
I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, I have. They get to the point where they're so raw that if I like bend, if I like bud my hand, it feels like it's like tearing. So I gotta sprinkle a little something on them, you know,
Yeah, I don't even know. I've
just to
never
keep
used
like the
moisturizer
knuckle
for anything.
inside.
Dirt.
Paul Cullens, must be for me. What's your next sustainable purchase after the X5M? What's your current full fleet lineup? I can't even say the X5M is really a sustainable purchase if I'm honest. I don't know what I want next. I was really heavily after an FDR7 that I passed. I don't know. I don't know what I want.
Was someone selling one?
Yeah, I'd like an old Porsche.
Wasn't me.
Not you.
That was him. I don't know. I don't know what's next for me. I'm trying to make everything I have perfecter.
Perfecter.
I'm just trying to make them good, you know. So if I could keep from buying new cars and make those better, that'd be awesome. I mean, there's a lot of work in most of my cars, but like E30 needs a standalone. I mean, it's at the point where it just needs it. GTR needs a whole bunch of stuff that it may or may not get. And yeah, I mean, my lineup's the same as it's been. Nothing's really changed, I don't think. I got a Taco. Yeah, no, nothing different. Oh, I mean, the next thing that's sustainable, I'd like to get like a 4Runner or LX or something. Get rid of this CRV.
I was behind a GX the other day.
Oh, I mean a GX.
Yeah.
I
I
do
was
like the
behind a
LX.
Yeah.
GX the other
Dude,
day.
GX is with the big back glass.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Dude, it's so good.
Ah.
So nice.
You know what the bummer is though? The front of the truck looks like shit. It just doesn't look. It
I was
doesn't.
behind it. It looked great.
Front of the truck's a
Yeah.
bar of soap. That back glass is just like whoa.
You know what I don't need to look at when I'm driving it?
the
Front
front
of it.
Front of it.
Yeah,
You know what
No.
everyone else needs to look at?
back of that glass.
There you go.
Levon Damage. Why are all of Shook's opinions so bad?
I don't think he knows they're bad. And it's not for me to judge him.
Yeah. Taylor Chassis, guys looking at hard for an FB who doesn't let his bubby know. I don't think I'd let anybody know. I was strongly considering it. If it's it may be directly related to you that I didn't buy it. So you're the best, buddy.
Yeah.
Looking like Stevie Wonder. Who?
Who's looking like Stevie
Who?
Wonder?
No, because you were looking for one. And he said, yeah, you're looking like
Oh,
Stevie Wonder.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I
Stevie Wonder can see.
we were definitely in advanced talks.
Yeah.
And I
Stevie
was
can
just,
see.
yeah, I decided to fix up most of the issues with the GTR rather than doing it, to be honest. Details by Doug. Any New Year's resolutions? Nah, you guys.
No.
No. I never. It just.
They got Seamus worked up over there.
I don't need a day to signify to just be a good person.
Yeah.
Just fucking.
Keep it together.
Just do it.
Oh, I need something. Oh boy, I didn't even want to know where this is going.
Yeah.
Hold on.
What it is you need a bigger bill.
TCS. When we do an R32 video, you gotta ask Josh, man. I don't know.
Yeah, that should be soon though, because like it'd be good to get a pre and post.
Yeah, we definitely
pre,
gotta do
mid,
that.
and
No, and
post.
I've talked to Seamus about that. I'd love to make it happen. Jingles was saying that truck looking thirsty, and I think that's they got the truck all cleaned up outside. So that's what I have for questions. I don't know if there's any questions over there, Corey.
I did not get any. There was one at the beginning that you wrote down.
Yeah, so the two from the chat. One from DJ was New Year's car goals.
Mm-hmm.
And then one from Tim Connors. Do you like what you do for a job, or do you do it just to support your car habits?
Ooh. Okay, so we'll start with the first one. New Year's car goals. I mean, my New Year's car goals are the same as what I've talked about before. Before the New Year's, it's just tidying up the inside of the Civic, fixing the shifter, getting some speakers that work in there. Making it a nice, comfy little place. The outside's really tidy. That's it.
Yeah, I'm kind of doing similar as I just said. I'd like to button some stuff up, really make stuff future proof and perfect. GTRs are wrapping some stuff up. I'd certainly like to, once that's done, to bring it over there and get a standalone in the M3, because it's the end of the road for that as far as playing with it. I'd like to finally get them to a point where I'm like, okay, this is cool. Like, I don't really need to do anything to these. There's always those little annoyances you have, which I'm sure you know about, where it's like, everybody's like, oh, the car's super cool. I'm like, yeah, but the AC doesn't work. Or like, this stupid thing is, the camber plates are bad. It's just shit like that I'd like to wrap up. So that's where I'm at.
Blake, what about you?
I think I'm going to build a garage this year.
You're going to build a garage?
Attaboy.
Or add on to the house anyway.
Attaboy.
Yeah. Now, attached, detached.
I have to do attached because of the yard. where it's got to go. I don't have space to go too far.
Mhm.
So, because I have
you
a
go at least a
2-car.
couple feet off with a fire brake on it, or what?
That's it. Yeah.
That's why mine's detached.
I've got a 2-car attached now, and I want to build onto that, but I want to go tall with it so I can put some lifts. Yeah, a couple lifts in.
Lifts
So
are
how,
slippery stuff,
how
dude.
deep? Is it just
It
one
would
deep?
be I have some like constraints because of like where the pool, like some of the way the yard is designed, but it would probably be 26 deep, 22 wide, because the property line I'd have to get a variance to go any wider.
How
I don't know
tall
if-
can you go? Does it matter?
It doesn't matter.
3 stories? Yes,
Yeah. But the way my house is shaped, it's a little funny. So like I've got some
Can you go
architecture that I need
underground?
to. I had thought about it. I can, which would be kind of cool.
Atta
But
boy.
You know the Scott Norton story, don't you?
you have to tell
Let's
me.
talk about it after.
Yeah. Yeah.
As a guy who's built a garage,
Yep.
like, dude, it keeps you around the house so much more. It's just like,
Well, and it's stupid because right now I rent 2 garages plus the ones at my house,
right.
and then I keep some at my brother's garage,
Mhm.
and it's like it's just silly that I gotta.
Yeah, if
buff
you
around.
add up all what that is,
Yeah.
you're like, if I just put that into
Dude, I calculated
Yeah.
how much I spent on rent for 10 years once,
Yeah.
and it was just like, oh, wow, I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah, and I mean I'm on year whatever of it, so it's like but my wife gave me the go ahead to do it last year. I just didn't, so I think I'm gonna do it this year.
this year's the year.
This is the year.
You say go ahead from the wife?
Let it rip.
That's amazing, dude.
Yep.
Tim Connor's New Year's goal. I want all my cars to run and drive. That's a good one. That's a
big
good one
goal.
for
I like
sure. He's
that.
got some cool stuff to run and drive. Oh my God. You got Taylor Trusted Solutions. Need the JDM Legend Quadrifecta, GTR, RX-7, Supra, NSX.
I don't know if I'm gonna end up collecting like that. I did that with the M cars.
You know what?
I gotta work all them out.
I'd go trifecta. I'd drop the Supra.
I dropped the Super as well.
God, an NSX though.
NSX.
That's something I
Yeah,
just need
that
those
is-
to just go.
If an NSX opportunity came up, I think it'd
Again.
be hard not to buy. I had an opportunity
know.
years ago
Yeah.
for nothing.
I
For
know, I
nothing.
remember.
didn't
It'd be
do
hard.
it. Actually, I was gonna do it, but I got screwed out of that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, RX-7. They're a little pricey right now. I'd like to let that market fall off, and I kind of want a pre-modded one, and then we can sort it. What was the other question?
Yeah. What else do you have there?
Do you like what you do for a job, or do you just do it so you can have car money?
Blake, what do you even do for work?
Yeah, none of us know.
Yeah.
Can't explain.
I don't know,
CIA.
but I like what I do.
There you go.
He likes what he does. All right. Yeah, I mean, I definitely love what I do. I often joke that I have the best job in the company, which I don't think people like that joke as much as I do.
I don't think many people disagree.
It definitely supports anything I want to do as well with cars. So it's a double-edged sword, you know? You get to do something you like, and then you get to have money for car nonsense.
Yeah, I certainly like my job. It's maddeningly hectic at times. And when most people are in a lull, I'm not. But yeah, I love what I do. And then obviously it provides me the car money. This certainly doesn't. And all my side gigs are just like, how about you don't get paid? So yeah, no, I really like it. And then it keeps going, baby.
Who's this? Dana Lag. I buy obscure cars because they're unique, but really I can't afford the popular ones. But you could just make the obscure ones popular.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then you're in the money.
I bought a bunch of obscure Beamers nobody wanted. Now they're the popular ones. So that pays off for
Ooh,
sure.
B3 Passats, boys. Let's get them all.
Get 'em all.
I
Gotta
wouldn't go that
catch 'em all.
far.
I think that's it. We get anything else or?
No, I think we're good. We put up a solid episode. What do we got over there?
253.
Wow. We chopped like the first 10 whatever minutes off of it. We nonsense. We
Did
got
Seamus just say he has 0 spotlight cars with that ridiculous?
Fit.
No, with a fit, and he's also got the
a Type R.
the Type R. Who are you?
Yeah,
Is that Seamus?
yeah, who are you even talking about?
The one of the cleanest Type R's I ever seen. Didn't he show up when the other guy was here too?
Yeah.
We had 2 insane
we had 2
Type
Type
R's in
Rs,
the
yep.
same place.
Yep. Well,
Not
I mean,
spotlight
hey,
cars
man,
for him. That
if
guy's
you
got.
want to pass on a 0 spotlight car, I'm your guy. Let me know.
Yeah, we get a whole bunch of us that want one.
Yeah.
You're the best, buddy. Yeah, well, you guys, Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year from Josh. I know he's fighting out
Yeah.
there.
Quick
Getting
reminder,
better.
we will be doing a drawing for a giveaway next week on the 4th.
Yeah.
Right? So the 4th.
The Buck
yeah.
for the Boys 4th. So this is you get a couple more opportunities to throw in for Bucks for the Boys and get entered in that drawing.
You got a week of getting your dollar in to get drawn. I think I don't know what this one is getting shipped out it has in it, but last one had like coffee bags in it, some merch, custom-made skateboard, stickers. I think this one's going to have a sweet
TD's key ring.
key ring. This is handmade leather goods from our actual listener, TD's, who
Magnificent.
obviously we've talked to.
He was in the chat earlier.
Multiple
TD's the
times.
best.
I
He's
ordered
called into the
my
show?
leather goods from him.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
I love watching him do that. It's really, really cool.
Yeah, it's
So you
nice
get
to
a
see
piece
it.
of that?
It's nice to see the passion project take off like that. I was talking to him today about it. So
Yeah, and actually turn into revenue.
absolutely, get that man some revenue.
Sweet.
Well, thank you guys for listening. Check us out on revivalmotoring.com. Check out our other podcast, Topics Under the Stairs. Loose is fast.
Talking motorcycles.
Talking motorcycles.
And thank you to Blake.
Thank you to Blake. Revivalmotoring.com/B for B. See you guys in the new year. Thank you so much for listening. Giving us 4 years of this total insanity that we call a podcast. Don't forget Bucks for the boys. Later. Happy New Year.